Hello, adventurers.
Pow!
Hi.
Hello.
Hiya.
So, I left you in a doorway for 2 weeks. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's getting real cramped in this doorway.
I got shot.
I'm hungry.
I got shot.
Yeah, you did. That's right. Fuck.
I can't remember how much.
I'm sorry.
I think it was like
I
2
was-
or 3.
Admiring just the carpentry of the doorway. It's been, fabulous.
You just stood here for 2 weeks? What the hell? Go home.
I mean,
Mannequin
it
challenge.
is technically
mode?
is my home.
I don't have a home to go back to, so I'm fine right here.
Alright. So, last I remember, I believe I opened the door checking for any traps, making sure we were safe and clear, right?
Yes, I left
After I
you
walked
off
through.
with the door is open and then left you there.
The door is ajar.
No,
Okay.
It's a
No,
door.
it's a door.
No, it's a door.
Ah,
Well, with
bunch
that
of
said,
comedians here.
I'm gonna press onward and continue checking. Like, do I see any traps? Do you need me to roll for anything? What do you need?
Well, remind me who was first down the stairs.
That would be me.
Yeah, after I got shot, I think it was like, you lead the way. You can check for traps.
Mhm.
Well, let me make sure our music is working here because it looks like it stopped itself.
Yeah.
Don't know
Deduction
why.
through danger.
You all have beautiful faces.
Oh, the music is just really soft. Okay.
I need to find this little.
How's
so I can
that?
listen
Can
to
you all
music.
hear that?
Oh yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's all eerie and creepy and
Perfect. Thank
On
you,
the nose.
Syrinscape.
Yep. Please check them out, and thank you for the amazing atmosphere and music as always.
Oop,
Sorry,
I
I'm
think I
trying to
can
make
find
sure our
everything else.
audience can hear it. I think they can. Okay. Drizzt, you open the door, half expecting more traps. Zipporah, you're kind of back there like, oh god, not again. I don't want to. No, you already got hit once.
Yeah.
And
Hey, what
you
doesn't kill you makes you
open this
stronger.
big wooden door, and in front of you is this massive, like, you kind of think to yourself, like, is this bigger? Was the lot that the house was on this big? A massive laboratory. Roll a perception for me. Hi, Gabo.
Okay.
12.
Can't read numbers right now. 22.
22. Okay, so just in front of you, you see racks on racks of like stock materials, ingot, like quarters of iron, lots and lots of racks of wood. There's benches, there's tools on tools. Some tools you don't even recognize. You're not sure what they do. They look like he must have made them. Like, these were all specific tools made by a skilled craftsman to do something that no one else made a fucking tool for. And this place just goes so far back, and it's a little dank. It's kind of
Musty.
uneasy. It's dusty.
Musty.
It smells like a tomb down here. And it kind of sounds like it.
Doc is just taken aback and just kind of in awe of the space, and he had no clue this was here, and who knows what we're gonna find here.
What do you do?
Well, at this point, I'm gonna turn to Doc and just, you lead the way. This is your place, not mine. This is a little.
I didn't even know this existed here, guys. look to see if there's like a like like a bench or like a work desk, like something a little bit more prominent, like a like where he would sit that had like books and stuff around it, more like a little workstation.
To you, it's pretty obvious as you enter the door. As you're kind of looking around, off to your right over here is a big kind of three-sided, like it's kind of an alcove, but like there's shelves that just line every bit of space as far up as someone could feasibly reach. And even then, there's crap hanging from the ceiling. He's got stuff like mounted to the walls, half finished projects. Some of them with scorch marks. Like, definitely, he's hung his failures on the wall where you can see the iterative process. And on the bench, well, why don't you roll a perception for me?
18.
On the bench, as you approach it, lays bizarre. You almost don't understand what it is you're looking at. It's like a box, but inside it, though you don't see any way to open it, there is a dull glow, just pulsing.
I study it and kind of see if there's any sort of
You pick it up.
yeah.
In your hands, you can feel that it's got a hum when you interact with it. There is a very tangible feeling to this glow.
I look to see if there's any sort of like symbols or glyphs or um, any sort of runes or anything that I can, you know, decipher on the box.
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Though the more you
I
interact with it, the less like a box it feels, and the more like a cube, almost crystalline.
uh, I look to see if there's any sort of like journal or any sort of like writing on the desk next to it.
Yeah, on the desk next to it, there's a journal, there's a couple stacks of papers, handful of pens, there's some spilled ink, a few jars kind of scattered about the top of the work surface.
Okay. I'll I'll take 10 minutes and kind of like go through the journal and papers and whatnot to kind of see if there's anything that pops out in regards to this.
The thing you notice immediately is a stack of papers. Many of them with notes on mind flayers, interdimensional travels, and seramorphosis. Not that you know what seramorphosis is. To you, this is just a big word, but these are some gross looking drawings. Like, they're hard to look at. Do you think you see a brain with legs at one point in one of these? It's gross. It's ick.
It looks like a bad nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
or like the drawings of a madman.
Well, your father is one of those.
Oh, you know what they say about geniuses? I turn around and look at them and kind of give like an awkward shrug, you know.
It's
I
amazing
continue to
how
kind of,
frequently those two coincide.
they're not mutually exclusive. One can exist and the other still be the true, you know. But yeah, I continue going through the journal and papers to kind of get a better understanding. Um, I turn back. I'm gonna be a minute. If you guys want to explore and see if there's a light switch around here to get some light going. Um,
Yeah, because you
That would
are
be
all
great.
just kind of bumbling around in the dim glow of what appear to be kind of like auxiliary lights, like
Like
you would see,
emergency.
yeah, like emergency lights in a building. You've got like
Are
kind of
there are
one or
there are
two.
there are there candles?
Roll a perception for me.
Um. Ugh, gross. That is a P.
I
7. That's a 7.
Say again.
That is a 7.
Oh, I did hear that right. That's a 7.
Yes.
This is 7.
Yeah, it's a 7.
um
You're looking
I,
around for candles, and I'll be damned if you can't find a candle. You're searching every nook and cranny in this place. There is no candle, but there is a really big switch conveniently right by the door.
Oh, I'll flick it.
You flick it, okay. You
I was gonna.
flick the switch,
Yeah, no. I
and
mean,
you
if there were
hear
candles,
kind of a rattling as
I look up.
gas lamps come on all around the lab, and the whole thing is just illuminated in a nice soft glow. This is very workable space now.
Now that the lights are on, my favorite enemy is the undead. So I'm assuming since you said it kind of like smelled like a tomb, I would have noticed that like right away. So I would
Yeah.
just like to look around.
Foreshadowing. It's a thing.
I was gonna think. I'm just.
Make a perception check. Fuck it.
It does smell very good down here.
Zipporah's kind of like.
You know, it's a
muttering to
bit musty.
herself.
I'm sure some
A little frustrated now.
some
Just-
some new scents and some
That's a 12.
It's a 12. You don't need very good perception to know as you make your way around here. There's nothing living in here except for maybe a couple of rats, some specimens in jars that look a little dodgy, but nothing undead. I mean, aside from the box full of body parts tucked away in the corner that we're just not going to talk about, none of them are connected to each other.
Sorry.
Sorry, what? You should have led with that.
No. See, they're not undead. They're not connected to each other. They can't do anything. They're just kind of there.
Just kind of there.
They're just
They're
kind
just an
of
assortment
there.
of
They're
limbs,
just
huh?
2 weeks ago
mummy
about
bits.
a kill room.
What kind of person was your
Are you
father?
sure? Are you sure your father wasn't a a serial killer?
I
That's
Yeah,
serial
yeah.
killer behavior.
you know, Dad took a lot of pride in his work and inventions. And you know,
Oh, did he-
after a while, I just kind of thought it was just part of the routine. You know, when you get
Uh-huh.
into this super scientist thing at a young age, it's anything's possible.
Hey Doc.
What seems
Doc.
weird is normal behavior these
Doc.
days.
Hey Doc. Look me in the eye right now and tell me that your father didn't make contraptions of torture and murder.
I mean, if the money was right,
Was he playing games or some shit?
look, I this is the first I've seen of this. You have to understand, my
Can I-
childhood was very weird growing up.
Definitely does
Can
not
I make
feel-
a medicine check?
Sure.
To see about something specific about those body parts.
I'm still
was
I'm still thumbing through everything.
I'm curious if he was like Frankenstein monstering something and
Oh, boy.
building a body.
I turn around like you know, Dad was always on the cutting edge of
Cutting
Creating
edge.
life
Yeah,
is the most
yeah.
noble
So are those
pursuit
limbs.
of any
So are
science.
those limbs.
Frankenstein,
I-
never heard of it.
I realized what you know, maybe the phrasing would be better, but Dad was always a leading expert in multiple fields, and some of them I like couldn't even tell you what he was doing to this day.
Would you say he was on the bleeding edge?
Oh. Don't
Well-
bring the bloody edge into this. whole different can of worms.
I have my result of my roll if you want it.
I do
Yes.
want it. Yes, please.
Nat 20.
Oh!
Okay, so
Go!
as you're looking around, no, it does not appear that he was trying to Laszlo Cravensworth these body parts. No, actually, as you're looking through these body parts, you're noticing that, like, some of them have been, it seems, articulated at some point in the past, like they've been studied. Some of them even attached to them as you're kind of rummaging through this disgusting, disgusting box of now was basically preserved.
Ooh.
We'll go with preserved. You know, the guy's wrapped in the bandages, dried out. I can't say that right now. I'll stutter. Please, somebody say it for me, for the love of God.
It's the
Mummified.
Jackie Daytona.
Thank
effect.
you. Body parts. That body parts. You're noticing that some of them even seem to have prosthesis and mobility aids attached to them that he was working on.
Yeah, I turn like, yeah, you know, Dad did really have a thing for machinery and using machines as aids, or figuring out a way to create mechanical beings and machines to help with the city's defense. But these were so long ago. I don't know if he made any actual progress with these. I know he had been tinkering on a couple items for a while, but nothing that I really had privy to back then. I was too busy off at, school at the time.
Gaz, are you still kind of investigating? Gaz, Jesus, I just called you Gaz. Stu? Doc,
Hello.
are you still investigating the damn workspace?
Yeah, I'm still like seeing if anything like starts to like give an idea as to like any sort of journal entries about the box. Like if they're like I'm sure he would have like taken notes as to like some sort of discovery process, or like, not instructions, but like, this is what I've done today to test feasibility of.
Other than a couple scattered like spare notes, like the non-adhesive version of Post-it, just like mini scratch notes, on like conductivity, and viability with different metals and things with metallurgic properties and whatnot. You don't find anything specific on the make or the material of this, or even where it was from. At least not on the desktop or workbench top.
Well, I'll put it back on the workbench and, kind of dust it off a little bit and clear any sort of like debris like on the table to kind of get a better picture of the workstation at this time.
Okay.
Just kind of start lovingly putting things in order. Dad wasn't necessarily, a neat freak, but he did like certain things in order.
I'll say then, as you're tidying up, are you tidying up just the work surface, the shelves, the tool drawers? How deep are you getting?
Yeah,
here?
that alcove. Everyone else, I imagine, is looking around, kind of taking in like, what is going on here? What did I sign up for?
Perfect. Then I'm gonna let you keep to that. What is everyone else doing?
I want to poke around and see if there's any weird magic shit in here.
Weird
kind of
magic
like taking
shit?
inventory
Sure.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
Do you have anything like detect magic, or are you just kind of going around the room picking things up and shaking it to see if anything?
More like pick it, like, like when you like see like the birth gift, when you see like a wrapped present, you kind of shake it.
You kind of do one of these.
What's this do?
Yeah.
Fragile must be Italian.
No. What's Italy?
Bragile.
Never heard of that.
Okay. Do you want to actually invest time into this, or are you just kind of taking a quick look-see?
I want to invest time into this.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation check for me.
Okay, investigation. That is a 17.
The 17. Okay. So we'll say you take some time looking around here. And while things don't necessarily seem to jump out at you as inherently magical, you do find yourself enamored by the science. Truly, whatever Doc's dad was working on is indistinguishable from magic. It is so complex. Including you actually find like a box full of lanterns that all seem to have this like kind of dull bluish hue to the glass, like it's been heated and unheated. The metal has kind of anodized itself, and there's just heaps of these things. But the color blue just like jumps out of you, like, oh, those are pretty. Look at that! Wow, there's a whole box of, my God.
Hey, Doc, what does this do?
I kind of go and take a look at it.
Doc, you recognize this as the first thing you ever helped build. You helped pioneer these. These are lanterns and power sources charged with the power of an elemental. So you reach over.
Doc has just a kind of a boyish kind of smile, some like a fond memory, like pops up, and you just see a slow smile kind of as he's like holding one of these, and he like dusts it off a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can get it powered up, and if not, cast mending on it.
Okay, as you fiddle with it, you hear a distinct kind of click. You try a couple of times, and you just like, as you're trying to get this thing to kind of like let go, and the dial clicks over, and the entire inside of the dome fills with an itty bitty lightning storm and emits a beautiful glow.
Ah, yes. These these bring back memories. I kind of
Also, a
like
few wires hanging off the bottom, but we'll never mind those.
Keep dusting it off a bit. Yeah, these Dad got tired of walking around and having to keep making fire to light candles and torches, so he he figured out a way to harness the power of lightning elementals, and I'm still lost to the how he managed to do it to this day, but it was one of the first things I worked on with Dad. But yeah, they're quite nice, and quite easy, and you just turn this dial here and it turns on and turns it off.
Zipporah's gonna reach out for it, and she's gonna turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, and turn it off. And this goes on for a bit.
Oh yeah, we sold these for like gangbusters back in the day. It's actually what's funded Pop's business at the time. It was one of the most popular sellers.
Trying to think if anybody here has a background that would facilitate knowing about that. No, none of you.
Yeah. Nope.
Imre and Drizzt, what are y'all doing?
After investigating the pile of parts, I am just going to be watching Doc closely and making sure that like everything's above board with everything, because I did find a pile of body parts regardless, so I'm a little sketched out.
Yeah, I second that. Imraid's definitely like with all the like constructs and mechanical stuff, not used to it. So she's just kind of looking around like, what the fuck is all this stuff?
Well, Gaz is your. I gotta stop that. You are Gaz in my head now. Stu, you've transformed. God.
Well,
As
you know,
Doc.
when you talk so long times, it kind of goes.
As Doc is rummaging through the benches, and you're kind of tidying up over there, you see an open slot in the row of books, it seems, where he would usually keep his journal. And you can kind of see like the rings in the wood of where he would sit his morning coffee or his evening whiskey.
Or
You
his
know,
evening coffee
there's
whiskey.
his evening coffee whiskey, mead from the keep. Um, and you know, there's kind of some scattered metal parts, but as you go to kind of slot that journal back in, you hear a click.
I'm just like looking around and making sure I don't have a boulder falling on me.
Make an investigation roll for me.
It went under the napkin. 12.
Twelve's not bad. It's pretty obvious when you look around what's out of place now that you've tidied up. The drawer that's kind of just open.
Oh, that wasn't there. I go and take a look at the drawer.
It's a drawer. It's open. It's got some tools in it. Dusty. Probably needs to be wiped out. Clearly well used.
I pull the drawer out completely and set it on the table.
As you go to pull the drawer out and it gets to the end, it's like stuck. It's kind of jammed. It doesn't really want to come out.
Oh. I start fiddling with it, putting my hand under to kind of like feel for like anything that's stuck on the edge, or underneath on the bottom, kind of, and trying to lift it and maneuver it to kind of shimmy it a little bit.
I'm assuming real quick that I am seeing all of this.
All of you are saying this. It's a farce.
I'm gonna walk over and just. What are you looking for with this?
I heard a click, and this drawer popped when I put the book back in the shelf. I found it really weird.
Okay. One, you check for a false bottom. Two, I'm gonna go point out which book it was, and I'm gonna try it again and see if I can hear where the click came from.
I point up to the fourth shelf, and 3 books in.
Yeah,
it's the one that's got the red leather bound with the gold lame trim.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pull the book all the way out, put it back in while you check for a false bottom in that drawer.
As you pull the book out, Doc, the drawer in your hands, you kind of whoop, and it tumbles back onto you. It's suddenly free from the chest of drawers there.
I'm laying on my ass with the drawer and like, oh, well, thanks. That helped.
Okay, there we go.
There's no false bottom. It's you're holding a drawer.
I put the drawer on the table, and I hold the lantern up that's lit and kind of peer inside to see if there's anything in the back recess of the dresser there.
Drizzt, as you put the book back in, you hear again from the same place, just a slight click. From the chest of drawers.
Okay. Can I just go over and just do an investigation on it then?
Sure.
21.
21, absolutely. Drizzt, as you go over to the chest of drawers and you're kind of like trying to figure out where you heard this click from, and you reach your hand down under the drawer above it until right there in the back, your hand finds a pole coming down from the drawer above it. This is clearly what was keeping the drawer from coming out before, but I don't know why pulling the book out would make the drawer come out. It's just there.
Okay, and what all did you pull out of this drawer, Doc?
I haven't pulled anything out. I just pulled the drawer out.
When it fell onto him, a bunch of papers did kind of scatter a couple miscellaneous
there was something
tools.
in there.
Yeah. I start going through the drawer that was pulled out.
Can I check out the hole that the door came out of?
Yeah, Drizzt just did that. I would say that you probably
Oh.
see the same thing that they do, which is just a little like cylindrical pole. When he puts the journal in, it appears that this pole drops down, keeping the drawer beneath it from coming out.
Okay, so that's the locking mechanism for the drawer. So what was?
It's
You
at
said
the, it's
from
at the
below,
back
though.
of the drawer. It keeps the drawer from being pulled out of the unit. But it
From the
doesn't actually
bottom?
lock the drawer.
Is it something that you can try and like pull on the pole?
Do you want to try to?
Yeah, sure.
Imraze, you reach your hand into the cavity where the drawer once was, and you grab hold of this little dowel. You notice it's got some wiggle to it, and it kind of seems like it can almost be depressed, like it moves.
Okay. I'm gonna try and push it.
Push it like
to see,
away
like-
from you, or push
push
it like up?
Yeah, just try like pushing it like away first. And then like kind of like jiggle it like away and then back, kind of like see if it moves.
It jiggles within a hole coming down seemingly from the drawer above it.
Okay, I'm gonna push it up.
As you push it up, your finger follows it into the hole from whence it came, and the bottom of the drawer above slides out from under it, and a heavy bag drops.
Dibs! And I jump the bag.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wait. Hey,
Yes.
Hold on.
I
Hold on.
say, Zipporah says dibs and jumps the bag.
Wait, I was gonna ask, is like, did it fall? Is the bag like, did it fall into like where my hand is? Or
Yeah,
is
it
it,
basically
like,
fell like onto your
Oh,
arm
okay.
into the hole where the drawer once
Oh.
was.
All right. Then I'm gonna take it out. Pull it out.
This bag is like, picture it like a camping mat rolled up with large iron buckles and leather straps around it. It's decently heavy. It's a fairly big bit of kit here.
Does-
Um,
does Doc recognize it?
Doc, you know exactly what this is. This is your favorite thing in the world, and you didn't even know they still existed. You thought these went with your dad.
I quickly grab and I start looking for like his inscription and his initials on the clasp.
You find them pretty quickly.
And I unlatch it and start to roll it out on the floor.
As you unroll this like 3 foot by 2 foot canvas roll, everything starts to kind of unroll itself and just ding, 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 as it splays itself flat on the ground. As you suspected, there are vials full of black powder. There are packing rods, there are parts, there are spare grips, a couple extra barrels in there, some seemingly done, half done, a couple of them seem damaged. These are them, but they're definitely in parts.
I just he's just kind of like put his hands over his face and just kind of taking it in.
As you're
Um,
taking in the contents of this roll and kind of letting that sink in, that you are actually holding the matching set of wheel lock citron pistols, the first in the world, you feel the gravity of this moment, and it really kind of just hits you in the chest of like, oh fuck, this is my responsibility now. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I start like feeling around all the different pieces and start quick assembling one of them.
You go through, and most of the pieces go together pretty well. But as you go to reattach the handle to the body of the weapon, you notice that the mechanism that holds them both seems to be damaged, and you have a few barrels here, but none of them seem terribly stable at the moment.
They look like they need some smith work.
Yeah, these are clearly in need of love.
I I roll them back up and lock it and put it back on the table, put the drawers in.
As you roll it back up,
big
you
sigh.
notice that in one of the end pockets, there's actually a strap, a big leather strap tucked in there.
And just kind of wrap it and just take a big ol' sigh. I truly thought these were lost. But
what exactly was lost?
well, you see, Pops had figured out a way to, I guess the only way I can work it out is they're exploding projectiles, and that device propels them at great speed, faster than any modern arrow. And you know, the criminal syndicates were trying to get him to make these um, much more plentiful for them, a way to swing the balance of power in the gate. And I believe he gave up on that and decided not to for one reason or the other, and hid them. They're quite powerful.
Interesting.
They seem to. I mean, they could use some work. Luckily, I know a couple smiths in the area, and they should be able to forge me a couple parts here and there to make these back functional again. But I mean, the materials are not rare, but they're hard to find, and would take a little while for the smithy to get them properly uh, treated for use on here, because these operate at such a high temperature when they're fired, it would just melt normal components.
Monster Hunter, what he seems to be describing to you sounds a whole lot like infernal iron. Very few people work with this. You, however, seem to recall Having a couple weapons made out of this at one point, though, that time is long gone. They were presumably lost with your house. But you know very well what it is.
Okay. Doc. Can you come here a second?
I hold and kind of hold them close to me as I walk on over to Drizzt. Drizzt, Joe Bob.
Just gonna pull him over close and just. Are you trying to get a hold of infernal iron?
Well, yes. Yeah, I mean that is the materials that these barrels are made out of, and
Okay,
what most of the metal is on these. Very hard to come by.
Yeah, good luck finding those outside of the hells. And if you want to go there, buddy, be my guest. I will not be going with you.
I'm
No.
you know I'm haven't figured it out, but I'm pretty sure because of the scarcity of it, Pops was working on an alloy, if you will, that mimicked the properties, but I don't think he ever written anything down on what he found on it, or at least that I know of.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
How did your father die?
You know, it was always shrouded in mystery. It was always told in various tales, and I keep hearing different. Oh, he died on this boating accident. Oh, he went out for a stroll in the forest, and no one has ever given me a proper explanation.
Okay. And how much infernal iron did your father get his hands on?
Oh, that I couldn't tell you that. I mean, during that time that he was exploring, I was too busy running my own trouble and in school, so I couldn't tell you
if you had to guess.
I mean, just to make the barrels is at least. I just quick do a rough guesstimation. Well, in order to get the purity and consistency and melting it down and forging it, you'd probably have to get 10 pounds to get a 2-pound barrel component.
And how many barrels did he make?
There's 4 there. 2 of them look like they're in not so great shape, but the other 2 look moderately good. That's about 10 pounds, so he would have had at least 40 pounds.
I'm just going to pull him close again and just... Please, for the love of all of the gods, tell me your father didn't make a deal with a Cambion to get his hands on this?
I really don't know. Like I said, Pops was pretty eclectic.
And you just feel my hand grip on the lapel of your shoulder more as you say that.
This is really intense with your contacts. I just need you to know that.
I bruise easily. I feel like it. Like, look, I'm just as surprised as you. I mean,
he's right. By the way, he does bruise very easily, like a peach. His arm is turning so red.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
But you're mad at him.
No, this is just not good news. Oh God, that's not good news.
Like I said, Dad went off on adventures from all across the realms and apparently across the plains, and I really don't know where else to go. I mean, he was an explorer in the truest sense.
I'm hoping that came upon this legitimately, and I'm not going to say honestly, because if he stole it from someone else, I don't care. But if he had to
Well,
make a deal with a Cambion for this, you are
Pops
probably
Pops was
fucked
always
too.
morally gray when it came to certain things, but never anything truly evil. He always had a code, if you will.
Yeah.
No women, no children.
Are you familiar with what a Cambion is?
I probably wouldn't,
Okay.
or would have like maybe just heard it in passing from his from Pop's
You've
talking,
heard the
but-
word in your line of work, but you've never met one.
So I turned to Drizzt. You know, I'm vaguely familiar, but it's been a long time since I've actually done research on the subject.
Cambions love to make deals. They are, I don't want to say greater or lesser devils because they can vary wildly, but they love making deals, trading things, and what they'll trade for can always vary. And make a deal and then try to get out of it, thinking they've bested the devil.
Doc, you're familiar with a children's tale, actually. Zipporah, you've heard this all the way up in Waterdeep, and Drizzt, you heard this frequently as a child. Tale of the strength of Balderan, about how he was approached by a devil, and a devil said, I will give you everything beyond your wildest dreams if you trade me one thing. Just give me one thing. And he offers her all sorts of things, and she says, no, I want your soul. I can give you anything in return. And you don't remember too much of the story, but from what you remember, this Cambion, in exchange for Balderan's soul, he asks her for a turnip. And somehow at the end of this, Balderan comes out on top, leading him to one of his most iconic quotes that no one's entirely sure is true, which is, never underestimate the power of a turnip. This is the only Cambion lore that you are familiar with, but every Baldurian schoolchild has heard it. Someone also made a comic book of it at one point.
Regardless, I really hope he didn't make a deal for that. I hope he found it, honestly, because it's not good. If that is a sign of ill portent.
Well, considering all that has gone on in the city recently, maybe it may just be our way to help protect the city.
Okay.
And I quickly roll it back up, cinch it, and, kind of put it off to the side and just kind of like, just kind of look around and just kind of take it all in. The healing process.
And remind me, what time of day was it when we got here? Was it approaching nighttime?
No, y'all actually came here first thing in the morning. It's still pretty early. You're well before lunch.
Yeah. Okay. I remember we got up, we went to Raven Guard, we went to Rail, and then we came here, but I wasn't sure how long that all took us. So
You went to Ryle the day before, I believe.
we saw her
Or no,
place.
you did. You went to Raven Guard, you went to Ryle right about 10 bells, I told you. And then now you're here, so you're probably approaching midday.
Okay. Well, and what were we stopping off here for again, Doc?
Oh yeah, what were we stopping off here for? I forgot.
You didn't specify. You just said you wanted to stop by the house.
I mean,
God damn it, Stu!
well, I mean, everything looks to be in order here. We can always come back here, and if we need a place to stay in the district up here, and not want to travel back down in case things get too hectic.
I'll stick to keep. You.
All right. Well, as interesting as it's been, I do believe we have other business to attend to. Isn't that right, Drizzt?
Yeah, we wanted to at least. And I'm gonna.
Are we gonna have to go visit the slimy guy now?
That was actually what I was gonna circle everyone up for. Were we wanting to meet with Silver Shield as he asked, see what his deal is? I don't think I like what he's up to either, but you know, maybe knowing the enemy might not be so bad.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No, no.
I don't
Correct,
think that
because the
applies
enemy
in
of my
Baldur's
enemy
Gate.
is still my enemy.
No, think more CIA. How can we get intel?
The enemy of my enemy is a government spy.
It's still my enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is a piece of shit.
All right. Well, I find an empty spot up on the top, one of the top rows, and I'll roll the bag up and put it back up there, and get it nice and tucked in there so it doesn't move. And I'll well,
There's plenty of crap. You'll have to shove some of it aside, but it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, it fits.
well, shall we?
Yeah.
As I point towards the door.
And Lauren, are you taking that lantern with you? Are you still playing it with it, or did you put it back?
I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It will not fit in your pocket, but it
Yeah,
will strap to your
like-
back.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
okay.
it's probably about double the size.
I
of
no,
this.
I didn't mean like pocket. I mean like in my bag.
Oh, in your
or something
pocket.
like that. No, I mean like
Um,
my genuine bag.
Okay.
I go back to and see how many of them actually work, real quick.
You go through the box and you find. Oh, lucky you! You find 4 in decent working order.
So crazy.
Look at that. There's
And an additional.
5 of us.
An additional.
Wait.
I don't know how many. I don't know where that caltrop went.
There's
Now
4
I'm
of
scared to put my feet down.
No!
Well,
My
you're
feet
gonna
are in
need to find it
danger.
because there's a cat in there.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you.
Kitty cat.
Found it.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh,
of
no.
You find an
anyone's heart
additional
of-
2 that can probably be fairly quickly repaired.
Oh nice.
Well, if anyone can't see at night or have a hard time, feel free to grab one. I pick one up and attach it to my belt from the clip that's on it.
Wait, you guys can see at night?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
That's crazy. I can't.
Did you not
And she
realize
walks
why
out
nobody
after
else
that.
was making a big deal
Zing!
of the light switch earlier?
Smoke bomb, and she's out.
Yeah, on her way out, Zipporah's gonna cast prestidigitation and turn out that light.
Okay, you turn out the light.
I'll make sure I'm the last one out, and I'll reset I won't reset the trap. I'll reset the door.
You'll reset the roll pin in the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No, reset the trap. We know where it is now. Just don't step on that step.
I'll make it look like no one's still been in here still, and I'll as we leave, I'll lock the door and just kind of look at the house and another deep sigh. Oh, what have you gotten me into, Dad?
So about your serial killer, I mean father.
I look over her just like robot.
So just brilliant inventor or very odd hobbyist?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, but he didn't kill anyone that didn't need killing.
But he did kill people.
I mean, when you're an adventurer, it's part of the job.
Zipporah's gonna
Okay.
lean over to oh my god. Imre. I was about to say your
There you
last
go.
name. She's gonna lean over to Imre and just be like, I don't know how to feel about him.
It is
Hopefully.
quite concerning.
Yes.
Doc
You know,
kind of just
I get-
Doc
I
kind of
get-
goes
I-
back to his normal, like,
I
kind
get
of
my,
quirky, happy.
I like to think I get my sense of humor from my family. I'm not sure I want to know what he gets from his father. And then she keeps walking.
Weapons and body parts,
Okay.
apparently.
Mostly functional weapons, not so functional body parts.
All right, as you
I-
leave the house,
don't-
you
wanna
click the
say them
lantern
all,
on the wall back twice, moving the bookshelf back against the wall. And as you exit into the upper city, you're back in society. As if nothing ever happened.
Oh wow. Those are
Umber
sounds.
door glowing in the light sunlight. And Doc, you just kind of think to yourself, God, I need to water these flowers. They're real dead.
Oh. As I think that, I go back over and there's a little button aside that it's like a little breastplate, and it's got like a little flower on it with water, and I press the button.
And from the gutters of the house, the steady drizzle of seemingly rain from nowhere onto the flowers and only the flowers. Drizzt, you see it for what it is. You see that there's a bottom in the gutters. They retain rainwater, and it slides back to release the water. And when you let go of the plate, it closes off. Recycled water in Baldur's Gate. Who'd have thought?
Now, if only we could get heated water.
I believe he has that. Full disclosure. I think most people in Baldur's Gate have the ability to heat water at this point in time.
I was gonna be like, can we stay at his house now?
I know.
Please.
I was gonna say, like,
Two
Yeah, all
things.
the
cast
so
iron tub and someone who knows how to cast heat metal.
yeah,
that
so
would kill
so
you. That would kill you.
so the
I
lighting
don't
is
have
done.
magic.
I think
So yeah, so
that
the-
would
the
kill
li-
you.
The lighting in the house is done by a lightning elemental. The hot
Yo,
water,
what the fuck?
the hot
Hold
water,
on.
and the like cooking area, like the fire pit and everything. That's all piped in from
Stu, that's called a kitchen.
yes, I know what it.
You
It's a
have
repur-
elementals working for you?
No,
Is there- is-
it's a
is a re-
door.
It's a repurposed fire elemental. So yeah, the
Fucking
What?
define repurpose.
Wait. Repurpose.
Hang on,
Fuck.
hang on.
So-
When you described this, I did not think there was a fire elemental in your kitchen. I thought you were just had a gas stove. I thought you invented
have-
the gas stove. I didn't think
You
Yeah,
fucking
that's why
calcifer
I'm
in your
saying,
fucking
yeah.
kitchen.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. Do you
so-
have
so Pop-
elementals working for you? 'Cause I'm
Screw
about
the
to
No,
storm
Cambion,
no.
back
you
in
got a
there.
fire
no,
demon
no,
problem.
no.
I'm about
No,
to
they're not-
storm
they're
in
not-
there and
He's figured out a way to use the essence of the elementals to power things, not the actual, elemental itself, but he's figured out a way to harness the essence.
Just their special sauce sprinkled in there.
Yeah,
Nope, not that one.
The elemental dust.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Because Pops absolutely abhorred using creatures as, workers. He was always.
You are trying your best.
We lost like 3 people with that special sauce joke.
Well,
Anywho, I
I
just
want to call them cowards, but I also can't say that I blame them either. It's like, ew, nope. I'm
look. They
out.
know what they were getting themselves into by going
Oh my god.
on this adventure with us.
Oh
so
god.
Baldur's
Oh.
Gate.
Yeah.
We're going up.
Great.
Ugh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make my mascara run down my face.
Run, run, mascara.
So as we walk
I
out,
wasn't
I
crying.
closed the gate and kind of look back at the house as we're walking away and follow Drizzt as he's leading us to the next portion of our ragtag adventuring group here.
Stu, I don't know if you don't know how to pronounce my name or if you just do it to piss me off.
Yes, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Just
Yep.
taking the piss.
Wait. Please say what is how do you pronounce it? Because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait, am I thinking it right or is it wrong?
Drizzt.
Oh yeah, I was totally wrong.
Drizzt. Oh, so you pronounce the Z.
Drizzt.
Like you put the Riz in Drizzt.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway.
Chaos.
we love it.
Chaos ensues when you let me say whatever that's on my mind.
It's fine. We put the Riz and irresponsible around here.
Yay!
Hey!
Forget about it.
We're all a bunch of comedians.
Yeah.
right.
Alright.
All right.
Bunch of idiots standing in a circle.
Moving on.
One brain cell between all of us.
And it's nobody's turn with it.
Facts.
So
Alright,
what
so
you
we're off to Sil-
doing?
I was gonna. So, looking at the rest of the party, we're going to at least meet with Silver Shield once. I don't think we're gonna like anything he has to say, but at least to get a lay of the land. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to either. This is awful.
Fine.
Should
Well,
at
we're
least
already on the
he has to
way.
say.
But I can't promise I'll be serious.
That's.
I look
And
at
as
her.
she says that, she reaches in her hat, casts prestidigitation, and pulls out a little stuffed animal.
I was gonna say, if you pulled out a rabbit after going off about elementals, I would be like, hold the fuck up right now.
The little stuffy of an owlbear.
No, it's
Stuffy,
a little,
Stuffy,
it's a
that's fine.
stuffed animal of a rabbit.
Aww.
So, his house is not far. The Sesker Gates mansion is like literally a hop, skip, and a jump. So you basically travel the equivalent of a couple of city blocks. And you get there. The gates are always open, as is tradition. Even though things are stressful, it's not a time of war, so it's fairly common to be able to just roll right in. Uh,
Even after an assassination attempt?
it was not attempted. Abdel is very dead. I assure you. Y'all
Even
also
after
killed
an
the thing that
assassination?
killed him.
It was attempted. It was just a successful
It was a successful attempt.
Yeah, any assassination's an attempt.
As you roll up through the gates, you're greeted by beautiful gardens, pathways, sculpted hedges of various natures. Um, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. As you approach the front of this gigantic house, you find yourselves on a porch with large pillars and huge wooden doors.
Well,
So do we knock? What do we do here?
I look and see if there's a call box or way to ring or any sort of knocking.
There seems to be a pull string by the door.
Oh.
There is also a excessively large twisted steel knocker on the door that you could, if you so chose, probably use with both hands if you really wanted to make an entrance, or you could just knock.
I'll pull the cable.
It has a bit of tension to it. You pull it a couple of times, and you hear a faint bring bring of a bell on the inside.
Hello? Anyone there?
Maybe you didn't pull it hard enough, and I go and pull it now. 3 times.
You hear bring bring ping. Clink, 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 clink. And the door opens. You hear it. It's so heavy. You hear it slide across the inside stone floor. And the same scrawny wizard boy that you all met before opens the door. Ah, yes, excellent. I was hoping you would come by. I am pleased to see you. Come in. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Okay, follow it,
in.
As he leads you into the house, he's like, welcome to the Sesker Gates. It is a very old house. We don't entirely know a lot about it. It was gifted to Silver Shield when he ascended to his current position. It is very old and full of traps that we have not entirely discovered yet, so watch your step. We're gonna go this way into the living room. It kind of leads you seemingly overly carefully through a couple of hallways and into a large living space. There's a desk, there's some couches, it's actually pretty cozy, a big table. And as you walk through the doors, a human noble stands to greet you. His hair is black and pretty grayed at the temples, keeps a well-trimmed salt and pepper beard. He's just kind of a guy. You don't really know what you were expecting, but he's just kind of a dude, and he stands and he says, "Welcome! I am sure that Imberlin showed you a pleasant time thus far. Would you care for a beverage? You must have come quite a way." He said you were staying in the lower city, yes?
Yes, that's correct. And yes, I could definitely use a drink. It's been already a morning.
Wonderful. He actually himself walks over to a table that has a few various pictures and such on it, and pours you a glass out of a kind of sweating carafe, and just kind of brings them over to you and hands out drinks for everyone, and he pours one for himself and takes a big sip.
Doc just immediately sculls it.
It's lovely. It seems to be fruit juices and spices. It's delightfully cold. This is great.
Refreshing. Do you happen to have anything stronger? I might need something stronger.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. And he walks back over to the same kind of table, and he bends down to the cabinet besides it and opens it and pulls out a very familiar large black clay bottle and fills your glass with that and goes, "My friend."
Doc is clearly coping.
Doc is clearly coping.
And I skull that one too.
He goes, "So, I assume you're here because you're willing to give me at least a little time? Or did we all arrive to be the fourth person today to tell me to shove it?"
Fourth person.
Yes, well, some people are not exactly delighted at the decisions of the Parliament of Peers, and I guess some people also forget that I, on my own, am not the entirety of the 40-person Council of Peers and the Parliament of Peers, and I alone can't make these decisions. No, I just have the big house on the hill where people come to yell at me. Also, did you break my bell?
No, that was not me. No, not.
I just thought that meant the door opened.
Here.
It's already broken.
But you may want to get that looked at. It looked like it was
You
a
know,
little.
Doc
little
here
loose.
is good at fixing things. You could have Doc do it, right, Doc? Doc, that's the part where you say, "I can fix it."
I slowly turn and look at her, just like real squinty eyed, like.
This is the part where you say, "I can fix it. No problem."
Don't worry about it. I have more money than I know what to do with. I also don't entirely know how that thing works. It came with the house. I'm going to be real with you. I assume Imberlin told you about the traps. It's a problem.
Yes, he did mention questionable stepping stones, so. And traps.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, and he sits. "I'm gonna be straight with you guys. Our city is rotting at its core. I mean, who would dare strike at such a venerated hero as Abdul Adrian, but those who swear fealty to, like, dark evil forces, devils, and crap? Like, what? Who does that? It's Abdul Adrian. Who does that? Who does that? Sorry. So many people come here to seek refuge, and we've graciously opened our doors to as many as we can. But I can't help feeling like they brought with them a rotten seed, unholy beliefs, foul gods. I intend to sweep their filth from our city and restore Baldur's Gate to its proper place of esteem in the realm. The people of whom I speak are in league with a cabal of thieves and, well, ruffians known as the Guild, as if they deserve such a name. Their cancerous little fingers reach from the gutters all the way to our most vaunted institutions. They manipulate our markets, our shipping, worship unsavory deities, and have powerful cronies in our courts, and even the Flaming Fist. I swear to you, even the Flaming Fist. To root them out, I need to know who they are. I need someone who can trace the guild's network and identify its leaders. Can I trust in you to aid me?
Give me a second here.
1.
Such a dumb joke.
Would you like
Can
to?
you take your headphones off for a second?
Oh no.
No, Stu, your headphones stay on, fuckface.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Who thinks I should lie to his fucking face and be like, oh, I know who the guild leader is? And just
Let's
give
do
him
it.
the worst information.
Oh my god, do it. Do
Yeah.
it. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Chaos, do it.
Wait, but then they might die.
I mean,
I'm not gonna rat out actual guild members.
yeah,
I'm going to
you give them like aliases and fake names and shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a bunch of bullshit. Like, not even real people.
Subterfuge.
Not even real people, just people he like.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
You can put your headphones back on.
Megan, your face is so concerning. What the fuck did I just miss?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're gonna
My
find
face
out.
always
Nothing!
looks-
But
my
before you go
face
out in the
always
garage,
looks
no, I don't know what
concerned.
happened to the car, I swear.
No, my face always looks concerned. It's a problem.
So, I actually might be able to lend a hatchet to your intellectual thicket.
Mine or Silver Shield?
The silver shields.
Also, why am I unfocused?
Why are you
Hey, it
uncomfortable?
worked!
Oh my god.
I don't know why it works. I've done it before, and it refocuses it, I think because I wear the brightly colored contacts.
Okay, whatever works.
It's starting to heat up in my
Oh.
house.
I can actually give you a lot of information on some of the highest ranking members of the guild.
And how would you have that information?
I happen to run in quite a few circles. Monster Hunter and all that. I am being contracted by quite a few people. Because taking out something that's threatening people, that's not of this world, kind of doesn't have a political lean or bias to it. It's more of a just, hey, this fucking thing is trying to kill me and eat my cattle.
Well, I'm glad we agree that they're monsters.
So, I'm sorry, I have to maintain composure for this, like, as hard as I can.
Oh boy. The tails
So
are
the
running
leader-
forward.
The leader of the guild is a man by the name of Horace Lupercal. Second in command is another man named Lorgar. And his number one crony is a gentleman named Erebus.
He's writing all that. He's buying it. I'm not. I know what's going on. He's buying every word of this. He's just like, this is so good. Yes. Emberlyn, I write this down. Oh my god. And Emberlyn's just like, kind of like, he didn't know you had this information. He's surprised. Also, he never has to write things down.
I'll get to writing.
Scoot, scoot.
And Silver Shield's like, yes, this is excellent. This is excellent. This is wonderful. But I have a question.
Okay.
I have been told that there are people whom are associated with the guild running operations, shall we say, around the city that do not line up with these needs. How do these people who are smuggling goods into our cities directly, the people who are actively bringing such filth and such rot into our cities, how did they play into this? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think you were just going to give me names. So I was gonna start with, maybe having you shut down or investigate some people with guild affiliations.
Okay. Well, who are you looking? Who are you curious about? Because I might already have information on them if they may or may not be guild affiliated.
My sources have identified 3 probable agents, and he grabs his papers and begins to shuffle them. A wool trader named Norrell DeLusker, the sorceress Isra Brackrell, and the Low Lanterns proprietress Lorel Thundereth.
Do I recognize any of these names?
The Low Lantern is one of them that were sent.
I know that one, but I meant the other 2.
Yeah.
Do I
The other
This is me
2
asking the DM.
Yeah, Isra's really, really well known. She actually runs a spot above Danthalon's Dancing Axe that sells magical wares and goods, and she's been a huge help to magicians and magical performers the city-wide. Nobody really questions how she gets her stuff because it's just
that little sound
a little bit too helpful to question. But it does plant a seed of doubt in your mind of, oh, I guess I never really thought about how she always gets this. If she's always at the shop, how does she get her stock? And I have bought some things that I don't really know where those come from or where you get them. Is what I'm doing ethical?
Okay. That's all.
Well, what was the first name again?
Norrell DeLusker. He's a wool trader.
And the other one?
Lorelra Thundereth. She is the owner and operator of the Low Lantern.
Oh no, the other name.
Ysra, Yssra, Brackrell, Brackrel.
And who is she again?
Oh my god, thank you for spelling.
She's a sorceress.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Note taking and all.
He's like, now,
yeah, thank
to
you.
move against them, I would, of course, need proof of these claims that they are involved. And perhaps if you know these names of higher up in the guild, it would allow us to further this investigation much more expeditiously than I anticipated. I can provide a writ of search and seizure as High Hall agents if that is something you would be willing to help me bring out into the light of day, if there is anything to bring out. And if there is not, well, we will have investigated it in a true and just fashion, and I am sure that these law-abiding citizens would be happy to comply with our investigation. And I'm a generous patron. I can reward you well with gold if you desire, or positions of prominence within the city, maybe?
So, the thing is, the 3 that you want us to investigate, I can already tell you they're not guild affiliated. None of those 3 names. They have 0 affiliation with the guild, having worked, unfortunately, fairly intimately with them as a hired contractor, as it were.
Interesting, you worked for the guild.
No, don't work for them. But when there is a big fucking monster that needs to be killed, well, that's when I get called.
And these names you've given me, these are the people who hire you?
They're never the ones to hire me, but I've had to deal with them. For contracting out a monster hunter head of the guild isn't going to hire me. He's going to have someone tell someone else, and then task somebody else to find someone to hire me.
Roll for persuasion.
How's a nat 20 sound?
What?
Well, you clearly know what you're talking about, and I am happy to trust
God, the
you.
dice are with you
I
today.
just want to make this a better place, and I am happy to take you at face value. And if anything else pops up, obviously someone can be sent to look into it. But I just your answer has for some reason really just assuaged my concerns. You are well learned. What did you say your name was again?
Give me a second here.
Hugh Janus.
Hang on, sorry, I had a name and I lost it. I legitimately did. Oh my god.
This is my buddy Hugh.
Trevor Belmont.
Don't you mean Trevor?
Yes.
Legit, I had his name ready and then I just fucking forgot it and I was like, fuck, what was it? Shit! I had to like go back and search my brain.
Trevor Belmont. Well,
Also,
Mr.
they,
Belmont,
real quick, the guild doesn't operate out of Little Kellamshan. They operate out of Tumbledown.
fuck you and your natural 20. Get out of your house.
I'm just
Get
setting
out
this
of your
fucker on the worst, like,
Oh my god.
absolute wild goose chase. I'm just like,
You're not
how
allowed
much,
to have any more nat 20s. So I get a nat 20.
how much bullshit can I throw this fucking guy's way? And please, God, let the dice be with me. Oh my god!
Making me take
Oh my God.
notes for what this motherfucker believes.
I'll be right back.
Stu, don't kill your
no,
camera!
Stu, don't kill your
No,
camera.
no.
Now Vince is Megan. There we
Oh,
go.
no.
Okay.
Just leave!
Just leave, Stu.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Oh my god. Chaos. What's the title of this episode? Chaos.
Right now that Stu can't hear us, hey chat, should I kill Doc? No. No. No.
Hey, chat, should I kill this guy?
Hey chat, can we kill this guy?
Oh.
There was a little sound bit that played. What was that?
What sound bit?
earlier? It was like
What?
a ding.
Oh, I think
Was that
someone's
someone's-
phone went off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was just someone's phone, but I also don't have alerts on.
Well, we wouldn't be able to hear him anyway, because that's OBS, not Discord.
Well, that's fair, yeah.
What does OBS stand for? Old bitch syndrome?
That's a good one.
No, but now that's what I'm going to use. Does now.
Obtuse block symbolism?
Ow.
You know something, Lauren, when you said you pulled that like stuffed rabbit out of your hat, I was
Mhm.
really hoping it was a real rabbit.
Yeah, no.
Is there
I
one that
can't.
talks to it?
Unfortunately, with prestidigitation, I can.
I was like, I want to talk to the rabbit.
Yeah, well, and like when you were saying you were going to pull something out, I was like, you better not pull a fucking rabbit out after going off about having elementals trapped, and then you pull a live rabbit out of a hat.
Like a friend.
I don't have the rat. Even if I did have a rabbit, it wouldn't like shove it in there the same way, like, oh, it's hiding in a secret pocket. No, I'd conjure one out of thin fucking air. That's cooler. All right, check this card trick out.
Nothing up my sleeves.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Rip.
Yeah, I was thinking of Bugs Bunny just ripping his fucking sleeves off
Oh,
every
God.
time.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, sorry, it's not Bugs, it's Rocky or Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bullwinkle. It doesn't not.
Oh, nothing up my sleeves.
Same energy though. Same fucking energy.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Stu, now that
I
you're
think
back,
I think your fake name should have been Jackie Daytona.
Human
That would've
bartender.
Jackie Daytona.
you know
Guy
what? You're
man
right.
dude.
As you can see by my toothpick.
They crazy. Oh my god, Owlbear?
Having to keep it together while also listing off names from Warhammer.
No! Is
nightmare.
that what those are from?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I was
I
like,
thought you were just pulling random names out of a hat.
Those would
No,
over
No,
my
no,
head.
these two are trying to start the Horus heresy in Baldur's Gate.
God.
Perfect
damn.
choice.
Over
That's
my
why
head.
Nana
Well,
and
this is
Stu-
no longer a murder in Baldur's Gate. This is a heresy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why Nana and Stu were trying to keep it together. Because I'm just fucking sending this guy on the worst goose chase.
You know, as soon as you said Everest, I'm like, oh god.
And he goes,
Fuck that guy.
Tumbledown, you say? Well, I suppose that would make sense. It is outside of the cliff gate, it's further from town. Tumbledown would make a lot more sense why I've been looking in the wrong places. You've given me a lot to consider.
Don't feel bad about looking in the wrong place. The guild kind of, they have run things through Kalimshan, but almost as a kind of a distraction. They'll do things to, hey, look over here. Yeah, we absolutely run our businesses through here. Absolutely. That's not where they're doing business. They'll do a couple things that are obvious, so people look there, not where they're actually being run.
This is why I do clerical work. This makes so much more sense. Imberlin, I am a fool and a sham. I don't deserve to have this title. I've been hiring the wrong people this entire time. And Imberlin's just kind of over there taking those. Ah, yes, Tumbledown.
Timberland being one of the people who was hired.
Yes, this would entirely make sense. You are on it, my friend. He just kind of like also doesn't really know what's going on. He's like, I do wizard stuff.
Well,
He goes, well, I am happy to have met with you. I was going to offer you a 10 gold a day stipend, but you've been so helpful. And he gives you each 10 gold as a thank you and says, I'm here. If you ever need any information, I can be of help when it comes to the dukes, the Parliament of Peers, any of the upper city families. Of course, anyone that Mr. Citron here might not know, as he was a boy when his father was much more prominent here. Again, we are all still so sorry for that loss there, Doc. If you
Did you
need
do it?
anything from me, did you just ask me if I did it?
well, you
No.
apologize to the man.
No, no. Why would you say that?
Doc is
I
just
don't know why an
Doc is
apology
just
would be
like
necessary
looking
if you
at
didn't do it.
like Doc just I should go.
Okay, well, enjoy a couple stiff drinks, Doc, on me. Sincerely, thank you for your help. You really, really seemed like just upstanding people. And if you need any information, resources, feel free to reach out to me. I may not have much, but I do have a keen awareness that I am important, whether I know why or not. And he kind of holds his hand out and goes, Emberlyn, will you guide them safely back out to the door, please? Humble down. And he kind of like just shuffles off and back to his paperwork. And he mentions something about lots of paperwork to do. And Emberlyn beads you back to the door.
Yeah, follow Emberlyn.
As you're stepping across the different tiles, he seems really freaked out. But
Question.
yes.
As we're being let out, do I see the pieces of the bell?
Yeah, as you're getting close to the front door, I'm so sorry. As you're getting close to the front door,
What is the rope? What does the rope of the bell piece look like?
the rope no longer seems to be on the inside of the building, but you can kind of see the hole where it once was, and a hook that had the bell on it. The bell is now across the room from the door. It seems to have tumbled across the floor, and its little clacker is separated from the bell.
Can I take the rope that it was attached to?
Sure. I mean, he gets you out the door, and Emberlyn goes,
We're just stealing
good to see
random
you.
odds and
Thank you
ends.
again for the help, my friends.
I just want to
it closes the
take the
door.
rope, and I just want to fasten it around like I had a belt the whole time.
Around your little tuxedo pants?
Yeah, around my little pants. Like I have like a coat, and then like under my coat. So like I reach under the coat, just wrap. I have a nice nice belt, fancy belt.
It is
Totally
fairly
wasn't
nice. It seems to be some sort of fine braided cord. It's got a little bit of shine to it. It is actually bizarrely nice. Though there is this odd hand-sized loop at the end of it that you're not entirely sure what to do with now.
Oh no, I can use that to hook things onto. Like
Perfect, problem solved.
Yeah, like literally problem solved. That you think that's a design flaw? Actually, that's a
feature.
design. That's a feature, exactly.
You've done it. You've solved D&D.
I've done it.
We've
solved
done
Congratulations, you solved my bell problem.
That's it. We're going home.
Side
She's
side
done it.
quests. Side quest secured.
Level up.
Now we got to do the next step, which is kill the king.
I don't think
happened
Baldur's
episode
Gate
1.
uses a king.
Oh, good. Sorry. Now we can cross that off. We're gonna kill God.
Which one?
There's a lot.
Kill a god.
Exactly.
I vote Mr.
We know why you vote, Mistra. We know why you vote, Mistra.
Oh, the purrs.
Hello.
Oh.
Idiot.
Oh,
Point
kitty.
and laugh at Meg. Point and laugh at Meg.
I'm not
You gonna point and
apologizing
laugh?
for that.
Say hi.
Oh, the baby.
Cat break.
Got bike.
Fat
No,
breaks
no
are
bike.
always good.
Cat's DM
Well,
says,
as we're
as you
standing
stand
out on
outside
the
the Sescregates mansion, where go? Are there snacks and is there chicky?
Yeah. You know, cheeky.
Remind me of the two places we needed to go. Had we not taken a week off, I would not have forgotten. But it's the Low Lantern and what is the other place?
Oh, God, sounds like you should have taken better notes.
Again, had we not taken a week off, it would have just been in my brain still.
I know. I also have to look at it.
Oh God, let me check my notes.
Let's see.
I don't even know if I wrote that down in my notes.
Vicedens.
Oh,
The Oasis in Little Calamshan.
and then the ship.
the low lantern, which
Mhm.
is the ship, and
I think it was just the two.
it was just those two, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Oasis, run by Ibis.
Yeah, that was the one that is
Bees.
problematic.
Bees?
And
Not the bees.
The
Yeah.
drink den.
The one that forgot to pay his 10-day fees.
yes, but Low Lantern is above board, so we need to like warn her. And so, obviously, let's not have this conversation here.
Yeah.
That part of that conversation was out of character.
Yeah, you're suddenly very
we're-
aware that you're
as
standing
we're
on
walking-
the porch of the person you've just lied to.
Yeah,
profusely.
Actually, I
Um,
didn't lie. That was all Drizzt.
Yeah, he was doing all the talkings.
I love that
So,
you just
let's-
used the proper pronunciation of his government name to make him feel bad about the lying.
No, sorry. That
Feel bad.
Emphasized the zzz.
Sorry. That was Trevor's. Was it Trevor?
Yeah.
Tre-
For
Trifor.
Daytona? Trifor.
Trefor.
What was it?
We call him
Tri-
Treffy for short.
Trifor.
Belmont.
Oh, I don't know why I was going like, what's his name? Who sings
Trevor
Margarita?
Belmont. Not to be confused with
Uh,
Jackie
Buffett.
Daytona,
I was-
human bartender.
I was about to call you Trevor Buffett.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett's cousin.
Oh God.
Yes,
Okay,
it's
so
just
let's
Trevor
head
Belmont,
to-
but he drinks strictly margaritas.
Yes,
Probably
and
5 o'clock
cheeseburgers.
somewhere.
Let's head to start heading our way to Little Kalimshan. Okay, because that's where Low Lantern and the Oasis are, right?
Low Lantern is at the docks because it's a boat.
Okay.
It's in the water. It's just permanently
Doing
docked.
boat things.
Okay.
Ooh, Disney fireworks.
We'll head to
Ooh. Nothing.
pull up a map of the city real quick because I don't remember.
I thought you were the map.
It's all up here. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except,
You
Right
said
in the
we didn't
brain
need any.
pan.
Okay. All right. To be fair, which side of the docks is it on?
You know the docks.
Let me
It's
see
a harbor. It's like
here.
San Francisco. Oh, it's at the docks.
Oh my
Which
God.
one?
The
It's a
low...
U shape.
That's fair. The Low Lantern is directly across from the Sea Tower of Balderan. It's over kind of... If you're... So let's see. You're in the Wide right now, just above the Heap Gate. So if you head through Heapside Strand, past the Blushing Mermaid and the Elf Song, and down to the docks in Brampton, it's on that border of Brampton and the Eastway in the harbor.
Okay.
It's actually not too far from Doc's shop.
Yeah. Okay, so how
Yeah,
about
because
we
if
head
that's the
to-
counting house, it's 3 docks down. Not that they're not
Okay.
fucking huge, but
How about we head to Doc's place, and then we can come up with a plan of how we want to move forward from there.
The shop.
for the record, where did you leave that cube?
Oh, it's still on the table where I found it.
Okay.
So we're going to Doc's shop, not Doc's home.
Yeah.
Okay. Down by the docks. Docks, down by the docks.
There we go. Waiting for it.
You know, there's
There.
a species of bear that's scientific name is bear.
What?
It's true.
I'm looking that up. I have to see this.
There's also one that's is a species of gorilla that's gorilla.
I knew that.
Forgot
one.
about that one.
I didn't. Anyway, okay. So off to docks we go.
Off
Nothing
to
else we need to do.
docks you go unless there's somewhere that you need to stop on your way.
I don't believe so. So
Not pressing today.
Okay. You guys make your way down to Doc's shop. It honestly takes you the better part of like an hour and a half to get down there. Um,
I realized
You're
I was-
pretty
I
far.
muted my mic.
not for me. I can get everyone there in double time.
Okay.
I muted
Double
my mic
time it
by
is.
accident, and
No,
I meant
so
to
I have
say-
I can travel in Baldur's Gate twice as fast as long as we're out of combat. And,
Oh, that's right.
Along with my party. Yeah.
Because you're local.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's useful.
Yeah.
So you kind of
Like that's a feature.
zig and zag your way through the Heapside Strand, and it only takes
Taking all
you
the
about
shortcuts.
45 minutes. There are alleys you never thought connected to other neighborhoods. Like, this is kind of wild. Doc, you're seeing the city like it's totally new. You've just kind of been walking the regular streets this entire time like a schmuck. And the rest of you are just like, wow, we are zipping. That felt really far. How did we get here so fast? And as you come up to Doc's place, just on the opposite of the Heapside Strand, as you're walking down towards the docks by the Foundry District, I thought I turned that sound off. Sorry. There's somebody still trying to sell goats in the background.
Yeah, we don't need
Is that
goats.
what that was? I was like, who's screeching in my ear?
it's me.
I'm not trying to buy your wares, buddy.
Listen,
so
Syrinscape's
I
a great tool. I'm just not very adept at using it yet.
I
We're still
also
getting
was
used to it.
saying
Oliver.
something, and I didn't realize I had my mic mute on.
Oh.
I was gonna say, hey, anyone know how to fix this? And Zipporah's gonna point to the little what's left over of being shot by the trap in docks. Just like kind of just casually has like a bleeding spot in her white shirt.
A wound.
I mean, it's just a scratch, but
Just a flesh wound.
I don't know. Do we have any healers in the party?
Do you
Dude, you're
have
the
any
nearest thing we
healers
got.
in the party?
Wait,
Stu, you're
didn't
the
we get
nearest thing
healing
we got.
potions? Didn't we
Yes,
get healing
I'm,
potions?
Yeah, we also
I'm
had-
well aware. I'm well aware that I am the healer of the party. Thank you.
I
Well,
mean, you're literally called
somewhat
Doc.
of a healer.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we each got like healing potions.
He's gonna pull out some sketchy needle here in a second, filled with
no.
some
No,
murky
no,
red liquid.
no,
Be like,
no,
hey,
no,
I
no,
got you.
No. You just see Doc's gloves, like he's rubbing his hands together, and there's this golden aura of it. Looks very warm and pleasant. Like these golden, auras around it, and I just placed both my hands on where the wound is and cast Cure Light Wounds.
And with a your side feels
It's
better.
more. It's more than enough.
more than enough to heal it. It's
Yeah.
yeah, you feel great. That was wonderful. Why was I bleeding for this long? Why didn't anybody do something about this? This is
I'm a little woozy.
lovely. I went through that entire meeting bleeding through my damn shirt.
We can get that cleaned at the keep. Don't worry.
Mhm.
I open up the door to my shop, and
Well, as you open up the door, why don't you describe to everyone what they see?
nothing's changed from last time we were here.
We
It's
haven't
still
been here.
They haven't been here. You've been here.
Yeah.
I totally. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I totally forgot. That's correct.
You're good. You're good, dude. I'm gonna bust your balls for it, but
All right, so it's on the front, the exterior of the shop. There's like a singular window, the door, and then a secondary window that's just smaller. You see Doc's. Doc is all about shameless self promotion, and there's like a caricature of Doc pointing down at like some sort of contraption in his hand on like a billboard sign on the front, and just says Doc's Emporium.
The M is kind of like falling off.
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
a
it's
bit
a
of
little
a
crooked.
disrepair, when you go in, there's the little front counter. When you walk in, little where cashier would be, and some ledgers and whatnot. And as you walk into the back, it's about like 40-foot by 40-foot area, and it's got all different sorts of work area and supplies of different materials and odds and ends, wiring, ropes, different types of vials. There's an alchemy station. There's like a little kiln, blast furnace kind of thing, and a small, a decent size, forge, and just all sorts of small odds and ends for projects that have various stages of completion. That's about it.
Okay.
Welcome to my second home, my home away from home. And as I as he says that, you notice like there's a small like cot in the back with a dresser and a lamp, and a little rack of work overalls and apparel in the corner.
okay. So, we need to come up with some plans.
Yes, the harbor master's not going to rob himself.
Yeah, we need to rob the harbor master. Obviously, we need to wait till the cover of night to do that. As far as what Raven Guard wants, he wants the Low Lantern and the Oasis taken down. The Oasis, Ryle is more than happy to let him fall to the Flaming Fist. If I remember correctly, I do not think
in that opium den for sure.
that's the Oasis.
That's the Oasis.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the Oasis.
That said, I think when we do take that place down, I think we do. I know with low. So let me work backwards here a little bit. Actually, with Low Lantern, we want to go no Flaming Fist attachment. Absolutely not. Let the proprietor know that, hey, we're gonna be straight with you. Blah blah blah. Pull them aside, and then arrest them. Bring them to Raven Guard, and as Ryle said, that will be the plan, and they'll be taken care of from there. However, with the proprietor of the Oasis, I believe Ryle said she'll have her own ways of making it known to him of why this is going so wrong for him. I don't remember if she wanted us to bring Fist or not to that to make a show of force. Does anyone else remember?
I'll give this one to you guys. She specifically asked that you guys do this on her behalf.
Okay, so
strictly within the family with the Oasis.
Okay, so with
Yeah,
both
I
of
have
them.
my note says no Flaming Fist intervention.
Okay, that's what I didn't remember. I was like, I feel like that's not the case, but why I don't know why I was thinking it. So okay. But Ryle did say that she would make it known or have ways to make it known to him that that's why it's happening. Obviously, we don't want to give away to him that, oh, I'm being thrown under the bus. I don't want him flipping to the fist and spilling everything he knows because he realizes we want him to think for a while that he just got caught, not sold out, you know? So the Oasis was in Little Kalimshan. We're not far from the Low Lantern.
And then obviously the Harbor Master's house is just around. The Harbor Master area is just around the area by the docks. So
it's the Harbor Master. So I would
yeah.
So
hence the name.
So it sounds like it would be best to do Low Lantern, Harbor Master, and then Oasis last.
Yeah. However, that said, again, the Harbor Master, we need to wait to the cover of night. Even if we're just casing the place, we need to not be seen. We need to make sure that we can absolutely be covered. We can't just steal things and get away from there. We have to steal without anybody knowing it until the next day. So, off to the Low Lantern then?
Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Who wants to be the one to break the news to the proprietor? And
you seem like you're very good at delivering bad news.
Bad news.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more better at like the hey, surprise, we gotta shut you down.
Yeah.
Flowers.
You're also the more people person.
Good with people, so
you have a little bit more of an authority look to you. So,
oh my god. Okay, fine. All right.
Doc dons his, his armor and gets all cinched up and. All right. Ready to go. How about you?
Yeah, off we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this, I guess.
Okay.
And off we goes.
As you come up to the Low Lantern, you can hear it is rowdy. It is raucous in there.
It's a vibe.
Let's see here.
Oh, it's toasty already.
Oh my gosh, I'm so cold.
Actually, I can turn that down because I'm actually getting I'm sweating.
I guess I should mark off that I've used a spell already.
As you come down and around the corner to the Low Lantern, the Low Lantern is a giant ship sitting in the harbor. It really is a boat. Shockingly, it's really is a boat.
It's a big boat.
There's tables on the deck. There's a few people up there. They all kind of seem to be like running down into the ship.
Just kind of looking for the best approach to, board and get entry to the ship.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the gangplank that'll be laid out as a way to, hey, here's your path onto the ship.
As you cross the gangplank, you notice there seems to be something happening in this bar. Somebody's getting the crap kicked out of them. Roll perception to see who it is.
Oh,
Everybody?
everybody!
Everybody.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, that's a 19.
22.
Oh. 20. That's a 25.
Jesus.
Officers of the watch are getting their ass beat by the patrons of this bar, by every able-bodied person in the bar. The watch are getting the crap kicked out of them.
For my perception, I rolled a non-natural 20. Oh, we
Yeah,
all
you see it too.
fun.
What do you
Oh
do?
my- Well, this is quite the turn of events here, huh?
Fuck.
How many people are in the
Okay,
like just
quick
glance, like how many people are in the establishment?
quick deliberation.
What are we deliberating?
So we're allowed to. I believe Ryle
About
said
20
we
people in the bar.
Ryle said we can't show up with Fist, but do we make ourselves known as Flaming Fist to break this up and get the watch to fuck off and use that
No.
authority?
No, because then I think they would, like, the patrons would probably have, like, turn on us too.
Turn on us, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just try and let's just try
Pretend we don't
and-
see what we're seeing.
How bad are the watch getting? Like, is it to the point now where it's like, okay, you are just stomping this dude's fucking face in, or is it like a fair brawl still?
They're getting beat over the head with chairs. The patrons have ganged up on these 4 watch soldiers. They are not welcome here. You are not entirely sure how this started, but they do not look like they're having a good time.
Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy. I need to look up how a spell works. Real quick. Hang on.
Go ahead.
Because I think it can work for me, and
honestly, I might try a spell too.
God, I want spells so bad.
If mine doesn't work out, how many of the guard people are there?
4
There's
oh my god,
okay.
what is happening?
versus
two,
16 patrons.
16 patrons. Holy shit. Oh, you know what? I'll just try it once. Like, I mean, like, what's the worst? What's the worst that could happen?
What are you doing?
I just want to throw one out a window, but without me doing it, you know?
This is a
of
ship.
thing.
There are no windows.
Oh,
Yeah.
throw them overboard without...
You
You know.
are inside the ship. Would you like to attempt to throw them out of one of the holes where a cannon would usually go?
Yes. Like, just throw them out of the establishment without using
I-
my hands.
I'm going to do like a very loud like whistle
Well,
and go.
You know what?
Hang
Let's
on.
make this easier. How about we all roll for initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Are we doing it in Owlbear?
You
No,
can
we
do it
don't
in
have a
Owlbear, or you can do it with dice.
Oh, can we? I want to do it on
Oh,
Owlbear.
how do you do that
Let's
with
try it.
Owlbear? I don't remember how to do that.
Is it initiative tracker?
Yes, it is.
All right.
So
Select your character, and it should roll initiative.
Okay. Add to initiative.
Oh, shit.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
Oh,
oh, okay.
I
What's-
just rolled
okay.
a 0, I guess.
Me too? How do you...
I don't know. Hang on. Figuring it
Oh,
out.
how do I add myself to initiative tracker again?
Oh, it looks like you still have to roll. You're adding yourself to the initiative tracker, but you still have to roll. Give me a second here. Let me go into Clash, actually. Yeah,
There
so
it is.
There we go. Rolled initiative for all selected. Add yourselves to Clash.
Oh,
Give me a second here. My computer is having some serious fucking problems too to
Okay.
boot.
points.
How do I add again?
You click on your character, then click on the 3 dots and select Add to Clash.
Oh.
Add to initiative or
Add to Clash. Do you not have that option? I can add you guys to
see.
Clash.
Yes.
No,
I
I
don't,
don't have that option.
Okay.
Okay.
Add to
Oh,
Clash.
there we go.
Okay.
yeah, it shows me.
I'm working on it, buddy.
Okay.
Add to Clash.
Oh boy.
Add to Clash. And add to Clash.
All right. And then I just
Okay.
press the dice near my.
I pressed it. There you go.
Oh, there
I'm
we
just
go.
Gonna...
Oh hey.
Okay, so Imre.
Oh, we should. I forget. How do we change our health and all that?
Oh.
Oh, I can type it in. I'm not entirely worried about
Okay.
your health right now.
Okay. Oh,
'Cause I'm
and I
gonna
see the armor,
program
and I see
sheets
the
and
armor
everything
there.
in.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
Okay. Interesting.
Yay!
But I think
Fun.
you guys should be able to type that in. Check it, see if you can.
What are we typing in?
See if you can adjust your health and your armor in Clash for me, or if that's something I have to do.
I think you have to do it.
Yeah, it's not letting me like type anything or like highlight anything.
Okay.
I can track my movement.
Yeah.
Show log. Nope.
Oh boy. This is so interesting. I know we did our little test runs of this, but
It's
still-
been a minute,
still-
but
it's
you know
still-
what?
It was
I
a
mean,
while
it's
ago,
still
yeah.
so interesting to like
Yeah.
look at it.
How fun.
All right.
Okay.
Is there a dice roller in here though? I
There
that
should be,
shows the dice. Okay.
but that's a good question.
I thought there was.
Gotta love exploring these things and
Mhm.
working out all the kinks.
Mm-hmm.
Zipporah. Armor class of 13. With. And okay, this I'm going to figure out later, but yes, it looks like that will be a manual input thing.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the music.
Those horns.
It's so good.
It's a jam.
Okay, I need to zoom.
It's very much reminding me of like Ocarina of Time or Final Fantasy VII OG.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
100%.
Well, we've got one here in moods called Dragon Ate the Music.
Dragon ate the music.
Let's see.
It's probably a Dragon Quest. First thing that comes to mind for me.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Cool. Imre, you're up first. What do you do?
Oh, great. Okay.
Remember, as just a table rule, you are allowed to pass your turn. If you are like, I don't know what to do, I didn't think about this. You're allowed to pass your turn if you want.
Or hold an action.
Okay. Let me see what I've. Are we like? We didn't even talk about this. Are we trying
So
to
what I
take?
was-
Are we trying to take
what
them
I was
out? Are we trying to like?
do is I was trying to see if definitively if prestidigitation can just allow my voice to be much louder and deeper, so I could have that cast on me and get everyone to.
I
try
believe
to
that's
get attention calling.
thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Thank you. It's thaumaturgy. I knew I was mixing it up, but I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
Does
the
anybody have-
Gandalf effect.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Does
Thaumaturgy.
anybody have
Okay.
thaumaturgy?
I have a net arrow. I was like, shoot. So you don't
Do-
have thaumaturgy?
Well, I don't have any spell casting in that regard,
shoot.
so
Okay,
Lauren.
I don't either.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to.
Well, Lauren and Stu, do either of you guys have thaumaturgy?
Yeah, I do not have thaumaturgy. I only have
Okay.
prestidigitation.
Okay.
I thought about taking thaumaturgy, but it sounded too much like prestidigitation in a sense.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
But
Alright.
wait, actually, we're gonna double check this. I may be lying. Nope. Yeah, I do not have prestidigitation. I have. No, I do have prestidigitation. I
Yeah.
don't have thaumaturgy.
Yeah. They do share a lot similarity, but there is difference. But yeah, no, I get it. Okay, I'll just what I was wanting to do was hop up on the bar and shout and get everyone's attention to shut the fuck up instead of like calm the fuck down. I think the watch have had their due.
Oh, you
And
wanted
tell
you
the-
wanted to draw some attention? I can draw some attention.
And tell the
Cool.
watch to get the fuck out, and for the rest of the patrons, drinks are on me, so that way we can get everyone de-escalated.
Oh, that's easy.
All right,
That's
cool.
easy.
I don't have anything that would like help out with that, so I will skip my turn then. So you can go ahead since you're next.
Yeah, I can do something like that. I can do something like that with prestidigitation.
Unless
I think.
did
Actually.
anyone else had any? What was anyone else's ideas or plans?
Sorry, that's a little.
Oh yeah,
loud.
I was gonna kind of do
Hello?
the same thing of like.
I was just gonna because since you were trying to make a big like thing that everyone can see, I can just do that with prestidigitation.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because Imre would not does not like eyes, would not want eyes on her. So I'll let you go.
Yeah. Zipporah's gonna take her wand, cast prestidigitation. So one thing I see you could do, you can make a color or a small mark or a symbol appear on an object for the surface of an hour.
Okay.
Is there like I don't know, like a anything hanging, like a board or something?
Can you be more specific?
Like you know how like there's like I guess like a board where they'll write the drinks on, or like a board with the name of like something that's like hanging.
Well, there is the aptly named low hanging lantern above the bar.
All right, cool. Can I? Yeah, I guess that's an object. That's an object. Can I like make that bright blue to get
Sure.
like draw their attention to that with prestidigitation? Just gonna
Sure.
light it up. And yeah. I'm just gonna go, excuse me.
They don't really acknowledge you. A couple of them like did the lighting change and then kind of go just back to beating royal ass.
It's 4-1. It's not good.
Actually, it's 16-4.
We reduce our fractions in this house.
I don't know fractions.
The mathin' is mathin'.
I do magic, not math.
I'm
Is it
gonna do
next?
addition by subtracting.
Who's up next in the initiative?
So after
that would
that'd be me.
be well, Zipporah just took her turn. That would be you.
Okay. So with that said, then I'm gonna hop up on the bar, and it just I'm gonna have to do it with with what I was born with instead, and just shout as loudly as I fucking can, of just, all right, everybody, calm the fuck down and chill out. I think the watch have had enough. Yeah, you beat the shit out of them. Now send them on their fucking way.
From the
And-
crowd of people, someone just shouts, what's it to ya?" And as you're roll a perception for me.
19?
As you're kind of looking around, like a few people stop, a few people are looking at you like, yeah, what, bub? You see Lorelra. She meets your eyes. She knows exactly who you are, and she bolts. She's headed for the back of the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna have to follow her because I have to sit down and talk to her.
What's your movement speed?
So, 30 feet. Would they be considered hostile to me?
Yes.
Then I can move an additional 30 feet as a bonus action. I can
Cool.
move up
You've
to
closed
90
the
feet.
gap. She's about 40 feet from you.
So I'm gonna use my full turn. Then, well, no. So I'm assuming hopping up on the table
Was an action,
so-
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 60 feet movement. So, okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm just gonna try to shout to her. No, I'm gonna sign to her in cant. That Ryle sent me.
Okay. Doc, what do you do?
Is there like a pitcher of beer or like a mug on a bar counter, or just some sort of target I can aim at real quick?
Yeah, there's plenty of carafes of beer and big glass pitchers and all kinds of crap. What do you want to take aim at?
The biggest jug of or mug of beer that I can see.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack the mug.
Because I'm going to shoot a firebolt at it.
Oh, okay.
Explode it on spot.
That'll be 18.
Oh.
Yeah, that does explode it. That everyone is looking at you.
I whistle and like, I believe my friend was trying to say something and you all were being rude.
Thank you, Doc.
I look over to Drizzt.
Well, I've already been booking it after.
Okay.
The proprietor.
Okay. Well, then let me retcon that. Let me retcon that real quick. So I still do what I did, and as they look at me, like, do you really think it's a good idea to be beating the watch? Only more of them are going to show up.
Everyone kind of looks around and somebody goes, "Hey, don't we know you? And one of the watch stands up and wipes the blood off of his face, and he goes, yeah, I think they're the heroes of the... Yeah, those are definitely the heroes of the Wide. What are you doing here? Also, you are in so much fucking trouble right now. What are you doing here? Also, I don't know, maybe lend a hand faster next time?
We just got here, but it looked like you were getting your asses handed to us, so not a good look.
As you have conversation, Drizzt, Lorelra just goes and signs for you to follow. She sees your sign. But
Okay,
she's also
cool.
shocked that Doc has managed to calm this entire place down.
Then yeah, I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna be on my fucking guard in case, she. I. Not that I don't trust her. It's that I worry she doesn't trust me and is gonna pull some shit. If that makes sense.
Okay. As you follow her, she runs back into the captain's quarters. Do you follow her?
Yeah.
Okay. As you follow her, she swings the door closed behind you, and she's still kind of going about what she was doing. She says, "What can I help you with?"
Okay. First, what the fuck is going on? What the shit happened?
Those pricks came in here and thought that they could take over my establishment, said that we were rotting from the inside, said that some duke or some other wanted us shut down, and that I was somehow in the wrong here. I don't know who told them about our business. But they insisted on coming in here and rousing up my patrons. My crew were just doing what they knew how to do.
I do not blame your crew in the slightest. I need to.
Well, hopefully your friend can calm them down.
From the sound of things, it's starting to, but we'll see if he can maintain their attention. As long as he's willing to open his pocket for some beer, then it's not going to be a problem.
So, what have you come to tell me?
Well, I don't know how or how it got to Raven Guard, but Raven Guard wants you arrested and the Low Lantern shut down.
On what grounds?
I mean, the Watch put it in horrifically, grotesquely oversimplified terms, but the Duke's aware of some businesses' association with the Guild, and he, being as lawful as he is, thinks that the Guild is up to no good and a blight.
Let me guess. Evil gods and the whatnot.
Effectively.
Only evil gods around here are the swine who run it. The Fish, the Patriarchs, the Guild. They're all dirty. At least the Guild is truthful about how it operates.
Yeah. Which is who myself and my retinue are working for primarily, is the Guild. We have infiltrated Raven Guard. He thinks that we're working for him, trying to root out the Guild. Playing both sides here. That said, I got information from Raven Guard and went to Ryle, and her orders were to, unfortunately, you're going to have to come with me under arrest, and then from there, Ryle will make sure that you're taken care of. You're not going to be in jail for long. People are going to get you out. Her people will get you out of there. I have been assured of this from her, and the lantern will be taken care of in the meantime.
I've got a better plan. My crew know what to do should anything happen to me. And I am not about to let myself get arrested for something this stupid. So, and she reaches down and she throws the rug aside and she pulls open a hatch in the floor of the captain's quarters. And when she pulls it open, she throws a rope ladder down it. She goes, "Here's what I am proposing. I am going to hand you this," and she pulls it out of a bag attached to the bottom of the hatch. "I am going to give you this lovely little necklace. You're going to take it and cash it out, give it to your girlfriend, whatever makes you happy. I'm not coming under arrest. They won't let me out, no matter what Ryle does. We do not have enough people to save me from that, and I have far too much to do. Tonight especially. So," and she tosses you the necklace. She goes, "You handle the watch. Raven Guard could mind his own beeswax. Crow's nest? Whatever birds mind. And I'm just going to scoot on out of here. And you're going to have a good night. How's that sound?" If it's of any comfort, no one will be the wiser. You can say I outsmarted you. You can throw the rug back over this. Nobody'll know. This can stay between us. My guild work continues, and you have an excuse that the mysterious Captain Lorel Rathundrith disappeared before your eyes. Vanishing trick, magic. And then my patrons still have somewhere to go. They're not guild after all.
I'm going to need something more concrete than that, because I do not see Raven Guard and the Fist believing that you just slipped away. That said, if we can find another reason, or if maybe there's a way to fake your death here, then maybe we might make it a little more believable.
I tell you what. That necklace is worth 250 gold. Rilse is good for it. She knows it's my bargaining chip. How's about? I'm going to go down this hatch, get in my little dinghy, and scoot my boot on out of here. And you and your lot throw a couple of chairs through my back window. Honestly, I have no idea what happened. I threw her through the window and I couldn't find her body. It's that the Grey Harbor is tricky. No one will be the wiser.
And that's not a bad idea.
And I won't. She kind of chews on this. Yeah, I won't kill you. I won't kill you.
Wait, you were going to kill us
for hurting my boat.
Believe me, I don't want to hurt this boat any more than you want to leave it.
Perfect.
So,
do we have a deal?
Gonna have to take it, aren't I?
Wonderful. Keep that up, and if I can't come back to this ship, then she's yours to run. Monster Hunter. You've done good enough work for us in the past. You may know it or not, but you've saved this bar more than once, and you've kept this bar afloat more than once. And she, with that, lets go of the ladder and drops a solid 20 feet down into a dinghy, preloaded with all kinds of crap, and just starts rowing away. And she goes, Tano!
Very Mary Poppins-esque, but
Just
pirate.
We're just gonna let her.
Signing can't
We're just gonna let
safe
her
travels,
do that.
and I'm gonna close the hatch and throw the rug back over it.
Okay, what do you do next?
I'm gonna unfortunately have to hurt the boat, though.
Oh, yeah, you are. It's true.
I'm assuming there is a window here. In this
The
room.
picture the Black Pearl, the whole back of this ship is window.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool. There's gonna be. I'm gonna yeet a chair right through it. Unfortunately.
Is there alcohol in here?
It's a bar, so yes.
Okay, cool. Can I smash a bottle of alcohol on the ground?
Sure.
All right, cool. And then I'm gonna. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna touch. I'm gonna touch the pool of alcohol on the ground, and I'm gonna cast Shocking Grass to light it on fire. Can I do that? Is that allowed?
It's alcohol, so yeah, that would ignite it.
Cool. I'm blowing this ship up. We're after seeing the chair go out, we're like, oh,
You don't
Like,
see
we're
the
like-
chair go out. You're in the main part of the ship.
Yeah, we're in a
oh,
different.
wait, what?
We're in a different
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
didn't
we
see
did.
or see any
confused.
of that.
Never mind. Never mind. Retract that.
Oh
I
my
thought we were
God.
all present for that moment.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're
Never
all out
mind.
there listening to
Yeah, the
Stu
three of us-
yammer on.
Okay, never
None
mind.
of you
never
said
mind.
you
Stu's
followed
out-
him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh
I thought
my
we all
God.
went.
No, Stu's
I-
out here yapping.
No.
I
God.
was corralling the.
I was ready to set this boat on fire.
I'm gonna sink this bitch.
So yeah,
Chaos.
I'm gonna need to make it look like there was a scuffle and that I ended up having to throw her out the window in the process.
Oh.
So sorry. For you, that's easy enough. You know precisely what to do. You go around the room, disheveling things, being careful not to disrupt any part of the rug that would give away that hatch, sweeping some things off of her desk, kicking over a couple of chairs. You know, you've even gone so far as to make sure to knock some of the stuffing out of the pillows on the decorative couches. And when you come out, a few people are looking at you, and they don't see Lorelra, but they saw her run.
Yeah, Doc is just standing there with his arms crossed after having.
But they're pretty
Giving
sure
them-
that she would survive anything, so I think that they're just like, whatever happened, happened. We're still drinking, whatever. None of the watch were the wiser, though. None of the watch are looking at you. Dude, what have you been doing this
Stu-
whole time?
Yeah, I was like, Stu, you're over here yapping.
Yeah, I go over to and help get the other watch members up and dust them off and just saying, it's not tactically sound to come in when you're outmanned and outmaneuvered on a boat with only one way in and one way out, guys. Here, let's get you out of here so that way you don't cause any more trouble that's needed. Yeah?
Sorry, you're moving in like quarter time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know
We've
you were
we've got
done
you on-
speaking.
We've got
You're
you
in
on that like
slow-mo.
3 frames per second, dog.
Oh, am I coming in choppy?
Yeah, it's not choppy,
Visually.
it's just slow. Your camera's still catching up to what you were saying.
Oh,
Fixed
hold
it.
on 1 second.
No, I fixed it.
How did you fix it? It's not fixed on my end and it's not fixed on the stream.
Oh, okay. Then go Discord, right
He's
click,
currently just
hit-
doing this.
Oh.
hit disable video, and then re-enable video. But that
I don't
might
know,
also
Stu is
Stu
Megan
turning off
now.
his camera might also fix it too.
Move in real time. Hey, there we go.
Technology.
Oh my god.
And they're fairly receptive to what you're saying. They're like, "Listen, we were just sent here because we were told there was guild activity. I understand protecting your captain, as would we protect ours. We get it. We just want to do our due diligence."
Of course, of course. No one's saying you shouldn't do your job, but maybe come with a little bit more people so you don't end up on the ground
We
getting.
didn't think they were gonna try to mug us.
There's only 4 of you, and there's 20 of them.
And
16.
so weird.
16.
Sorry, Syrinscape did something it's never done before. And he's like, "Listen, we were just supposed to investigate."
But gotta think of these things. Gotta think of contingencies. What if this happens? What if this happens? Just saying, think a little bit more ahead. And that way you don't get thrown off of a boat or have your skull smashed and your bodies are floating in the docks. That'd be a good time.
Drizzt, he turns to you and he goes, "You chased after the captain. What happened?"
Yeah, what happened to the captain?
The primal urge to just say in a thick Italian accent of she's sleeping with the fishes. It's very real right now.
Did the captain make it happen?
Trevor Belmont.
And I'm just gonna kind of like appear a little more winded and out of breath. Well, unless you got a diving team to go after a body, not well.
What happened?
Well, lads, I guess that solves that. We're gonna leave you folks to your drinking. This is clearly not a vice den, and we have intruded upon something that I frankly want no part in. So we're just gonna, and then they all scoot out of there. And the patrons of the bar celebrate. A lot of them come up to ask you, like, no, really, like, what happened? That's our captain. Like, there's no way, right? And one of them looks at you, and in Thieves' Cant says, the equivalent of, "Tell me you're one of us. Tell me she's out there."
And in Cant, and I'm just gonna sign back to him that yes, like I don't worry, she's okay. But maintain the ruse that But yes, I'm with you. She's okay, but you need to maintain appearances that she's not.
And one of them turns, a young woman with long purple hair, and just goes, "Well, lads, I guess this ship's mine now. Y'all better behave. I don't know how to be a bar proprietress. My sister was much better at this, but drinks are not on me. Enjoy. We are fine. And we're not closed. Fuck the watch!" And she hops behind the bar.
I look over and like, well, Guess that takes care of one of our problems, yeah?
Can I? I'm assuming that's the based on everything, that's her sister. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Can I pull her aside real quick?
Yeah. She happily comes with you.
And I'm just gonna flash the necklace real quick.
She goes,
and
aye.
check.
So it's come to that. Well, need to worry me, but we'll close for a day of mourning tomorrow, and put on all the necessary show that we must.
Pomp and
She used that,
circumstance.
then this is a serious situation, and we'll need to figure this out carefully. But thank you for taking care of the Low Lantern. This city is not the same without it. And while it will be hard not to see my sister, I am sure she will be back in time. She is never gone for too long. And I kinda worry about the future right now. So keep that. Consider it yours.
Well,
Because
I do
truly
need
you
it.
saved this place. I didn't know what they would have done if you hadn't showed up.
Well, and I do need it as proof of everything here, but I don't need the gold that it could fetch me that Ryle will give me for it. And I'm assuming, this being a bar, I don't know if it would help or hurt, or if it's not needed. But I don't necessarily need 250 gold. So,
Take it to Railsa. Donate it to the Jewel Emporium. She can use it to help a lot of people. She knows what it's worth. But Danny go showing it to Raven Guard because he will lose his goddamn mind. Is there anything else I can supply you with that would help for proof?
just so I'm not digging up any possible old wounds, then whatever else you think would be good proof rather than this, because that told me enough. So, just need something else that won't make Ravengard lose his mind, but also help cement our story.
Well, there isn't much I can do. However, I could be asked to throw a funeral tomorrow morning to
Oh, yes, that
convince the unconvinced right here on the deck of the ship. With the whole harbor as witnesses, I don't think anyone will go argue it. That I'm just a grieving family
good show.
member. And I don't know anyone who would argue that a grieving family member doesn't deserve to drink. So the bar stays open.
There we go. And I am going to hand her 10 gold, though. And I hope this does pay for the window, though.
It should be fine.
Okay.
I don't mind a breeze. It should. I'll get it fixed eventually. For now, thank you for unriling my patrons.
That would be my friend out there. I was unsuccessful in that.
I wave.
And, Dusk Shield?
Yeah.
Thank you. You've done more than your fair share of patronizing this place.
Ah,
So, anytime, you're welcome here.
Yeah.
But, maybe don't tell the supposed captain of the Blushing Mermaid that our captain's gone. For she knows we're still here. We don't need any rumors.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lovely. I'm going to get to it. And
Yeah.
she goes back to the bar.
All right. gather up all of our merry band of miscreants and
I like to think that while this was going on, Zipporah sat down with some of the other bar patrons and was like in an intense game of poker. And he just gets pulled away.
Well, no, before you do, I'm just gonna lean over and be like, "Are you about to clean these?" Like whispering in her ear. Are you about to clean these guys out, or are you on a losing end?
Do I gotta roll for that? Do I gotta roll if I got a good hand?
Well, the guy across from you is plastered, and he just goes, "This little one thinks she's gonna beat me in 3-dragon ante. What do you think, boys?" And while he's doing this, he's just like showing his hand to the table like he is fucking unaware. So yeah, I don't know. Roll me a d20.
All right. That is a natural 20.
He nat one it. You take the whole pot. You cleaned him out for 14 gold.
Woo! Nice.
And you hear one of the guys behind him go, "Oh yeah, you're really good. You're gonna clean house, She's got such a bad hair, and you're gonna whoop her in 3-dragon ante."
And she just takes the gold.
He just goes, "Ah!" He
See you soon,
throws his
boys.
cards down, walks away.
And...
I imagine her like scooting it into her top hat.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking the exact same
Into the
thing.
hat. Oh, where'd the coin go? Empty hat.
You just hear the clink, 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 as she pours all the coins in it, but you don't hear them hit anything. They just kind of
Yep. Yep.
into the void.
It's a magical hat holding.
So, what do you want to do?
I guess we're off to Calamshan. Or Little Calamshan.
Oh my goodness, we were going to Calamshan.
It's like we're going
That's a
a
bit
real,
of a-
real far away. That's my
That's
home.
pretty.
Time to go
far.
gangbusters on an opium
Pretty
den.
far.
No, wait, I thought wait, I don't think that is
I
that
will
the
say.
opium?
I will say.
I think they were. Sorry, you first.
You are already in the harbor, and it is approaching dusk.
I mean, let's get it out the way.
Well, since it's.
I mean, we can always case, like, look around.
Then how about we? Where is another bar? I want to give these guys money, but it's also kind of awkward to be like, hey, well, so after all that, how about we hang out?
Let's see
Yeah,
here.
can we just locate to another bar for a little bit, so that way we can really wait till the cover of night?
I mean, I assume you guys can either drink at Docks or Joplin's is 2 piers down if you would like to go there until dusk.
Yeah, let's go.
Or you can go to the Elf Song, which is about a 5-minute walk, 7-minute walk.
I'm assuming that walk is going to be closer than 2 piers.
Actually, fairly equidistant.
Then we'll go to the Joplin's.
Yeah.
Do they have?
Oh,
Does
good.
Joplin's have a patio?
Yeah, looks out at the harbor actually.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
So convenient.
Yeah, because the harbor master's office is literally on the opposite side of the pier from Joplin's, by the counting house. So picture for me as you're looking out from the patio at Joplin's. The pier comes way the fuck out, and there's a small stretch of water just wide enough for 2, maybe 3 standard cargo ships. On the other side of that, you're looking at the back of the counting house and the side of the harbor master's office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. We'll sit down on like the patio looking out at the harbor masters and order a few drinks.
Y'all order a few drinks. A beautiful dragonborn brings them out to you. She looks fucking exhausted. This place is kind of packed. It is on the harbor and one of the oldest spots in the gate, after all. But yeah, she brings you drinks. Brings you snacks, bread, whatever. And you guys are chilling.
Okay. As soon as I notice that no other patrons or anyone working it is looking, that drink is going right over the patio. Just dumping it right out. I'm working. But I need to make it look like I'm...
Roll sleight of hand for me.
Oh, that's easy. Come on. No fucking way.
You're rolling that
Did you
one.
get a nat 1?
Nat 20.
A nat 20?
Wow.
Major dice, they're too good.
God,
Hey.
Trizzt might have a problem. That is,
Dang.
well, how is that already gone? That was kind of a big glass. Maybe we should keep an eye on this guy. This is, wow, I'm kind of concerned. Should we help him?
And the whole time my eyes are just glued. Other than like those moments of tossing drinks out, my eyes are just glued on the harbor master. I'm watching for a change of guard, how people are patrolling it, entrances, exits, how if I can get into there from the harbor, from the docks itself, or if it's a one-way in from the docks, like I have to walk in, or if I could swim and get up there.
Well,
I'm just checking everything out that I possibly can.
as a local, you know that it's really, really easy to swim across that stretch of water. But there's also like 5 different ways in, because when there's the counting house right there, nobody ever really worries about the harbor master's office. Thangold goes in and out of there all damn day, and ain't nobody bothers him. So there are guards nearby. They do patrol, but they're not really focused on it per se.
Okay.
Roll a perception for me.
And would I know if the harbor master, if he's like lives there, or if like he comes and goes? Like, okay.
Nanthongle does not live at the harbor master's office.
All right.
Yeah, he just works.
I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. 21 for perception.
It looks to you like there is a patrol once every 10 minutes or so. Only 2 guards. They walk across from the counting house over to the opposite side of the harbor master's office, kind of toward like Baldur's Mouth, that area, just across that pier, and then back to the bridge of the counting house, and they just chill there. It's not always perfectly 10 minutes, but good enough.
Okay. Easy enough. Then it's just going to be a waiting game until I see Van Gold leave for the last time of the night. If he hasn't already.
As you're all sitting, enjoying your drinks and the company, you see what looks like an exhausted Nanthongold, leaving with a very large bag. He locks the door, puts the keys on his belt. God, that's a lot of keys. They carry that many keys. What is in that bag? And he walks away. And you see, as a patrol goes by, they kind of wave at him. He waves back. He says something. And he's off.
And what does the bag look like it's carrying?
Looks like a heavy burlap bag. Probably about. But he's also kind of a little dude, so it looks like big in
A
his
sack of
arms.
potatoes.
Cold.
Okay. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't be able to see what it was from, like, any idea what it was from here, but. Okay. Well, looks like guard patrols around about every 10 minutes. We'll have a good opening to get in. We'll have to be quick and we'll have to be quiet. And Dan Gold's already left for the
What
night.
was that?
So loud.
Can you say that again, Drizzt? I couldn't hear you. I like the song.
Oh, this is gonna be hard, isn't it?
Thieving is not my specialty, but when you grow up on the streets of Baldur's Gate, you learn to be discreet. Holy shit. Discretion.
Yes, not so flashy, or loud, or be seen. You know what? Maybe just, stay as lookout. Be a
Wait
distraction.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually. I'm going to give anyone the option to stay here if they want, if anyone is willing to come with and be extra sets of eyes or help loot the place. That is also okay. But anyone who's like, I'm going to stay here, then you can be a watch.
Well, I look around. I'm like, well, I'm down for some as you would say, acquiring gear into an alternate location.
Strategically transporting equipment to an alternate location.
A secondary location.
Yes, that
I'm
too.
in. I'll come.
All right.
Sounds
All right.
Well,
Tell me
It's
how.
looting time.
I mean, as soon as the timing is right between the rotation, or not rotation, but the guards patrol, as soon as we have the perfect window of them, like them passing to before they'll come back to the counting house before they'll come back around. So as soon as they've passed the harbor masters, that's when we'll be ready to make our move towards the harbor masters ourselves.
And are you all going?
I believe we are.
I think we are.
Okay, by what means would you like to arrive to that office?
Well, we don't need to swim there.
Oh, thank
There's
God.
enough ways. There's enough ways in.
Alright, if you are not swimming there, then the patrols won't matter for a little while. It's going to take you at least half an hour to get all the way around.
What? Consider, could I swim there?
No,
I mean, I don't think
I wouldn't need to come up for air.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's any rule about you not being in water.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have any. I mean, I could take
so many
that way.
questions.
I could go
I
that
have
way.
so
and
many
meet you guys.
questions now.
That's up to you.
Yeah. Zipporah's gonna bring up the fact that ooh, I'm really good at holding my breath. What if I go that way? Or is this more like a stick together kind of thing?
there's no reason we have to stick together, but there's no reason to split up. How long do you think it'll take you to get from there to here, or from here to there?
I actually do not have a swim speed, but
None of you technically have a swim
Yeah.
speed. It's not specified in 5e. It's just
Yeah.
a straight athletics check,
okay.
to which you do have
Um,
a +1 because of your strength.
Okay, yeah. I'm average, I would say, about my skill. Would take me as long as a normal person, but like it wouldn't have to come up for air. So no worries about them peeking over and seeing, hey, what's that over there?
Yeah. You know, it couldn't hurt because
Less bodies looking around.
yeah, 3 people is
And
less to
also-
spot than
4.
Are you first?
You get there before us, you can figure out more of the guard situation.
Mm-hmm.
Or if anything changes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Or
All right.
if you get
So
caught, we can make
reconnaissance.
you get caught,
what we
we can
call
make a distraction. If we get caught, you
Do
can
your
make
little
a
magic.
distraction. Not a bad idea.
Mm.
Definitely a good idea.
All right.
If you want to do it, let's do it.
Yeah. So she's gonna take off her hat for a second. And then she's just gonna take it and just crunch it down and throw it under her shoulder. Like that. And
Just like
dive on. Because I realize I'm like, wait a minute. I don't trust y'all like that. 2, I kind of need that. So under the arm you go, and she's gonna roll up her sleeves. It's gonna be like, I'll see y'all over there. Dive in.
That water looks
sorry, I'm having
disgusting.
issues.
It's the Grey
Make an
Harbor
athletics
for a
check
reason.
for me.
All right, athletics check. Give me a natural 20. Damn. Fuck. Oh god.
Oh no.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
Oh no.
So immediately you're like, oh, this is harder than I remember. Oh my god, I'm struggling to keep my head above water. And then you remember, I don't have to keep my head above water. And you let yourself sink a little. You just kind of slowly doggy paddle. So you're still
Yeah.
moving, but you're not drowning because you can't drown.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I need someone to play the
I'm working on
Mario.
the sneaking music. Don't worry.
no,
you.
I meant the Mario underwater
Oh.
song.
Whoa, too loud, too loud.
Wait. Don't sing it. Just think it. Just think it. Right there. Go in fish mode.
All right,
Yeah,
you're sneaking.
I thought of sneaking, and I thought of Kronk. Sneaking.
Oh my god. Colonel, I was sneaking around.
Well, yeah. Then we're making our way
Hey. Downtown.
over there.
Being stealthy.
It takes you about a half an hour to get over there.
All of us, or
No, Zipporah, you make it in a solid 10 minutes because you're kind of slow moving, but it's also not that far. And you come up. You can come up one of 2 ways. You can come up right behind the counting house by the High House of Wonders because there's like a little like inlet there, like it's kind of out on the end of a dock. Or you can come up across from it and swim straight up to the Water Queen's house, and kind of walk around the dock if you wish not to arise more suspicion than you already will, because you know that the Wave Mothers are kind of just accustomed to people walking out of the ocean. It's kind of their entire thing.
Okay. I think think I'll go up by the Water Queen Tower.
The Water Queen's house? Okay.
Yeah, Water Queen's house.
So you swim up to the edge of the Water Queen's house. There's a set of stairs at the end of it, and you in your suit come walking out of the waves and up the steps, and you just kind of like pop your hat open, and with a resounding you kind of like it's
Yeah.
dripping a little bit.
Can I cast Prestidigitation to just like all the like to clean off all the water off me?
I feel like that would just make you look like you don't have the water on you. I don't think it would actually get rid of the water.
It wouldn't get rid of the water. All right, cool.
Regardless, the wave mothers that are out there bringing offerings to Umberlee are just kind of looking at you like who is walking out of the water? She is not one of us, but damn if we're not impressed. That is a mood.
Just, hey, Wave Mother sent me.
Because servants of Umberlee are all about the vibes. Like chainmail dresses, like loud, boisterous songs of praise. Like their whole thing is the vibes. So they're just into it. And they're like, blessings be. And you can just walk up and through the Water Queen's house. So I would say, do you both want to come in from different sides, or do you want to meet up somewhere?
I think coming in from different, meeting up. Actually, let me try and get back to them.
So you both kind of arrive at either sides of the part of the pier that the harbor master's office is on, and you can see each other, but you're a few hundred feet away from each other. What would you like to do?
I was gonna say just meet up, and okay, where is the door in relation to where we are? Sorry.
Well, you're not even at the building yet, so would you like to meet up at the building? Is that what we're saying?
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye out for those guards. Where are they in relation to me?
If you are at the harbor master's office, are you at the harbor master's office, or are you still on your way?
I thought I was on my way.
If you're still on your way, then they pass you every once in a while. They don't really give you a second glance. They share a pier with the Water Queen's house. People kind of walk through here drenched all the time. It's sort of normal. But they pass you a couple of times, just across this pier as you're walking towards the other side of this little inlet of the harbor. It's kind of like if you're on one dock, you pulled up on one side of the dock and it's on the opposite dock. So as you walk around, like, they pass you on your way, and they go back their other way, and they pass you again. They don't really pay you much attention. It's not like you're, like, sneaking or anything. Like, you're just kind of some drippy, wet person in a suit walking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with the others. Just wanted to keep an eye out for them.
Okay, then I will say that you all meet up at the harbor master's office. 3 of you nice and dry, and you've had a comfortable little half-hour jaunt. And one of you is a little cold, if we're being honest. They're not entirely sure why they swam here at this point. This feels like it took as much time.
It's for the vibes. For the vibes.
Sometimes the vibes are fine. Sometimes it's okay. Well, let's at this point we just need to be really, really quiet and really, really fucking stealthy and stay as hidden and out of sight as we can while we search for the front door. On the way in and yeah.
Well, it's thieving time.
All right. You have 10 minutes. Tell me what you want to do.
Escape room time.
We're on the clock.
Yeah, obviously I've got to get the door open, get into the building.
Oh my god.
So,
Sorry, I
sleight of hand.
just saw the ticker, the little ticker, and I went, "Oh my god."
You are on the clock.
You just spiked my anxiety.
Anyways, we're on the clock.
Where's the ticker at?
Yeah, I don't.
Owlbear
see
Rodeo.
it.
It's on Owlbear Rodeo.
Oh,
Owlbear.
oh, there
Thanks,
it is. I see
Owlbear
it.
Rodeo.
We wasted 30 seconds already. All right.
So we need to find a door, you said?
You're at the door. It's pretty
yeah, we
obvious
need to
where
open- we
the
need
door
to-
is.
Open the door.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick the lock.
Pick
so
the
with
lock.
sleight of hand. That is 16 plus 5 is 21.
Oh,
And while he's checking,
You've
I'm
picked
gonna.
one of the locks. What about second
there's
lock?
multiple.
Yeah, I've gone to the next one then.
Roll again.
While he's doing that, I'm going to check to see if there's any sort of like silent alarm type trap or wards or glyphs that could potentially be another form of protection on the door.
Good of you to check. But no, it looks like it's just a door.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fine.
All right. How many more to go?
One more lock
Okay.
stands between you and the front office.
At 20.
Wow.
You've picked it. Congratulations. Now, what about second door? You stand in the main room of the harbor master's office. The room's about 10 by 10, nothing fancy. Full
Okay.
of all kinds of a myriad of crap. And on the
as
back
we
wall,
walk in,
there's
as we
another
walk
door.
in, as we walk in, I close the door behind us.
Yeah, get everybody in here quickly, quietly, and then close the door behind us. Make sure it appears that it has not been tampered with or anything like that.
Yeah, I lock it back from the inside just in case someone decides to check the door when they come up.
And that should cover us for the patrol, right?
We shall see.
Okay.
Mostly.
While we're in here, we still need to be quiet so that way they don't have any reason to think to check the place while we're here. So I'm gonna check for any traps or anything like that on the door. What do you want for that perception?
Yeah, let's do perception.
18.
18? There are several. I'm gonna need you to roll to disarm 3 traps.
Can I, while that's going on, keep an eye out on the watch?
Sure thing.
There windows into the building?
There are. There is one in the front door.
Okay.
Where we are at in the foyer.
But it's like I'm assuming it's like a little window kind of thing. So like
It's about
okay, so like you're not gonna like
large
see...
enough that if someone walked up to the door, the harbor master
You-
could see who it was.
Gotcha. But like someone just patrolling isn't gonna see. Okay, so 3
Not
locks.
unless they're
so
looking
sleight
for
of
it.
Yeah, sleight of hand on each is 24,
Okay.
23,
Okay.
and and 22.
All right.
It's
There
19,
were
18,
3
17 plus
traps to
5
disarm.
each.
You did disarm them. There is only one lock on this door.
And 19.
19. All right. You're in the room.
Okay.
Do you
Funnel everyone
remember
in
what
here.
you're looking for?
I roll wisdom to remember.
Sure, go ahead.
Man, this is
Nat
your
20.
big day.
Nat 20.
This is your big
Grief.
day. Hand over those dice.
Damn.
I need that.
Grief. You're trying
Thank
to
you,
steal the
Dispel.
cash box, and to add insult to injury, if there's anything else you can lift, Rilsa would deeply appreciate it.
Yeah, we're
What are the
pretty
rest
much
of you
looting
doing?
as much as we can.
I was keeping
looting whatever.
I was keeping an eye on the watch.
Roll a perception for me.
Ooh, shit.
And I'm
So
I'm
we
already
s-
That's an 8.
Okay.
So Lauren, you're staying in the first room, by the door,
I was
watching
watching.
outside. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So then it's the three of us in here
Yeah.
looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just
go searching
whatever
for the
we can
cash
grab.
box first and foremost.
Roll investigation for me.
22.
God, that timer is scaring me.
You find the box.
No.
It's fairly easy. You're sure you can pick the lock, but you also find something you weren't expecting. A shield. And not just a city shield. This is the Flaming Fist shield of Abdel Adrian.
Wow.
Oh.
Thoughts.
And they were
Thought.
blaming it on the people?
Yeah, because he's a piece of shit.
Oh.
The room you're standing
Okay.
in now has 3 big, beautiful bay windows that look out on, you guessed it, the bay, Grey Harbor.
It's like
Who's
that
still in the front
son of-
room?
I am.
believe just Lauren.
Yeah.
Roll another
Before-
perception for me.
Okay, that's better. 21. Non-natural.
There's a lantern boy. A moment ago, there were 2 lantern boys, and this one's looking directly at you. What do? You have
I
2 minutes
bring-
and 40 seconds.
I bring a finger to my lips and just shh. And then I use prestidigitation to I want to use prestidigitation to make a cloud of smoke and make it look like I disappear. But I really just like bent down under the window.
Okay. Do you trust him?
I do.
What do you all do? There were 2 lantern boys. Now there was 1. You're the only one who
I-
knows this. There are 3 other
Yeah.
people in this building, and you are robbing the harbor master. You have
So
2
I'm
minutes.
Yeah.
We have to
Without
go.
anything else, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to pick the lock on that stash box.
I'll grab the shield and like mount it to my back.
under something. I hope,
I was gonna say, can we
like
fit it
under
into
a
the hat?
cloak.
I believe your character model has a cloak in one of the
Yes.
designs you sent me. Would you like to
Yes,
tuck
he
it under
has
that?
Yeah, he has got like a capey type, like a down to his knees. So
Perfect.
21 to pick that lock.
You've picked the lock. The gold is in your hand. So is the platinum, and the copper, and the silver, and the jewels.
Okay. Need to
Zipporah's
investigation
gonna
on
creep
anything else
over
that might be in the
to
room.
the room and be like,
Worth
"Hey, we
stealing.
gotta go. We gotta
22.
go."
22?
Mm-hmm.
As you're doing a quick investigation, because you're a pro at this point, you see a stack of ledgers that look to be of interest.
I'm not gonna. I'm not under the impression we have less than a minute left. But I think we have 5. So unless anyone's saying something, I'm gonna start peeking through them.
Zipporah's like, "Hey guys, we gotta go."
Okay.
gotta go.
You get the information. What do you do?
Get information that we gotta go.
You have
Or
the
from the
information
letters.
from the logs and you have 20 seconds. What would you like to do with it?
Cool. We need to get out, fuck out quickly and quietly. Without
Which way do
being
you
seen.
go?
Guess we're swimming.
Out the window?
With
Is
the
there?
ledgers?
Does it open?
It does.
I don't know if I
Okay.
can swim.
You're gonna have to fucking learn. So
You hear footsteps beginning to approach the front door.
Shit.
front doors are
You
already
have 60
locked.
seconds to decide.
I'm gonna
Oh, shit.
signal support to come this way and close that door and lock it as soon as they're through, and then head out the window.
Anyone who follows these instructions, anyone who follows out the window, I'm going to need you to roll athletics check.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Okay.
following these instructions.
Yep.
Yep.
You are fucking me. Oh, that's a 9. That's not bad.
Well, it's better than a 5.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. You said athletics, right?
Correct.
16.
Okay.
19.
Perfect. Do you help the girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Double those athletic rolls.
Oh, fuck.
15.
Perfect. You're all out the window. The window is open.
Can we duck underneath the dock?
Underneath the windows or underneath the dock?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The door is
I...
currently being unlocked and you are underneath the bay window.
Cool. Close it behind us. I can't lock it, but I can at least close it quietly. And it was. We're gonna need to find somewhere to duck into and hide quietly from.
Congratulations. You've made your escape. Now, there's a building full of people trying to figure out if they've just seen something. You have 5 minutes on the clock. Tell me, how do you get out of here?
Okay.
As far
peek
as you
around,
know,
make
there's still a lantern boy in the front of the building.
Are we in the water or are we?
You're on the
no,
rocks
we-
just below the bay window.
Like underneath.
Yeah, I thought we were jumping into the water. We're not jumping into the water. We're just getting out of the window. Was all.
Or- Could we climb down the rocks into the water? Like, how far would that
we
be?
want to
You
be as
can
quiet
if
as
you
possible.
want.
yeah.
We want to be quiet. That's the other
Yeah,
thing.
and water splashing is not
Well,
going
Yeah,
to be.
also,
what's up?
but we're
What's up?
on the docks. If we can be clever about it, we can make the sound like crashing waves.
You have
'Cause
4
we're
minutes
at
to
a dock.
decide.
Okay, we have Lantern Boy out that way.
Can we
What
take
are
the
other
rock?
paths out of here?
Where we're at, is there a rock pile on top of, like, the dock are on top of the rocks? Can we take the under the dock to a secluded pathway to get back onto the main
You
portion?
either have to sneak around the back of the counting house, which is the whole of Baldur's Gate's wealth and treasure. You can go into the water, or you have to sneak past the Lantern Boy and out around the Harbor Master's office.
I
I
Counting
think it would
house?
be easier to sneak past.
I don't have
one
the best
person.
Not
stealth.
the counting house.
I don't have the best stealth, and I know I've been rolling like shite. I know, honestly, I think swimming for it's my best go. And I've been
That's
seen by the Lantern Boy, so
It's true.
Then we swim.
Oh, okay. Someone's gonna have to help me. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Water it is.
Before we hop in the water, I'm like, who? Does anyone know how to swim? I know you can. 28.
Nope, Not really.
Pora. Okay, and Doc.
Give me
Okay.
a thumbs up.
Yep, always wanted to learn.
Actually, shit.
Build comparison. to
Okay,
me.
wait. You're gonna hate me for this. You're gonna. Someone whoever's taking the shield, do not swim. Do not swim.
Okay.
That'll weigh you down. It's metal.
Doc.
Yeah, that's me.
It just means his check's gonna be harder, but
Through the
Oh.
window behind you, you can hear a shuffling, a lot of
Shit.
people moving, chattering.
We have to hurry.
Let's get to
terms
the
of
water.
In terms of build, how much bigger, like, hardier and musclier is Doc to me?
He's
Or is
pretty
it-
herfty.
Doc, give me the shield, and you put Imre on your backs because they can't swim well.
Okay, ladies, let's
So-
go.
Okay.
And so the shield's gonna go underneath my cloak in the manner he had his, and going into the water, I guess.
Under the sea.
It's a late night swim.
As you wade down into the water, you realize that harbors don't entirely work the way you thought they did.
Fuck.
Oh, great.
You're still standing on rocks. You didn't actually need to know how to swim. You just all overthought it because you were panicked, and I put a timer on you. You also could have waited underneath the window, but here you are, 4 idiots, one of them being monkey carried on the other's back, wading across rocks in maybe about 4.5 feet of water.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay, then
Doc is just like,
I'm going to then, as I'm waiting,
got a nice ride there, huh?
duck down so that I'm just like eyes above the water. So that way, if I need to like sink
I'm
down
gonna
lower,
fully
I can
submerge myself.
You can go ahead and let me drown now.
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
gonna,
no. I'm gonna
Emery's
fully.
just
I'm
gonna,
gonna.
Emery's
I'm,
gonna pat. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go. So you know, like a stingray. I'm gonna.
Emery's gonna like pat Doc on the shoulder, be like, "Put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down."
I too do the head just above the water line to.
yeah,
Put me down,
just
put me down.
And just continue trudging along the water line there. Making our escape.
As you're all sloshing through the water, what direction would you like to go?
we're gonna head. I mean, whichever way is going to get us as quickly as possible off the main road.
As you
So
slosh,
how much water are we in still? much
you're
longer are we
still
there for
only in
that?
about 4.5 feet. You realize you're probably standing on whatever they used to sink the lumber into the harbor. Baldur's Gate isn't exactly known for its ultra tall trees. And you sneak
Fine
your
engineering
way
skill.
around up to a set of stairs on the edge of the wooden docks. Under the shadow cover of a ship, you have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
Thank
I make a snarky comment. Man, that harbor is like it was built by a bunch of kobolds.
Are we still in the the water at least?
No, you're
Yeah,
out of
we're-
the water
we're
and
coming out of
wet
it.
up to about your mid chest.
Zipporah's like squeezing out her hair, and she's just like, "See, foolproof."
Emery's like a wet cat, just like, "Don't touch me, don't look at me. I hate this."
But think of it this way, if you hadn't showered at the keep, you'd be muddy.
That's true.
And mud from sand is so much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
So awful.
Okay.
Wow. Can't wait to shower at the keep.
I see if we can. I imagine we can make it way back to my shop.
Do you want to go to your shop? Do you want to go
I'd
to
say
the
we go to the
keep? Where do you want to go?
I'd say let's head to the keep.
Yeah, let's head to the keep.
Okay, keep it is.
Okay, it's gonna take you a little bit longer than usual because we're trying to avoid the patrols. So as you head out of the steeps and through the Gond Gate with the help of Doc, the watch just look at you like, "Evening, Doc. I'm not gonna ask." And the other one goes,
okay.
"Out for a swim? Taking up fitness now? Cute. Go home and shower." And you go up through the temple district, across to the wide, come down through Baldur's Gate, and over just past the lower city central wall. You turn into a familiar side street and into the doors of the keep. And that is where we're going to call it for the night.
I knew it. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
Oh.
We did it.
Oh my god.
We solved your bank heist
so
puzzle.
bad.
I love that the timer worked.
That was scary. No.
My
That
anxiety.
really freaks me out.
I hate
Wild
that.
how fast 10 minutes actually goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know how they had you do like the timed math problems in school?
Uh-huh.
That's what that felt like. I hated that.
The worst.
Those made me feel stupid.
With that, we will all see you with more information on what was in the ledgers, what was in the bank box, how many people saw us, will they find us, are we recognizable, and what in hell are our adventurers going to do next week. Same time, same channel, same bunch of idiots. But until then, we'll see you in the realms. Say bye, guys.
Doodles.
Good night.
Oh crap, I don't remember how to shut this down. It's been 2 weeks.
Oh god.
So I should keep waving still.
Oh, what?
Just like
Okay.